all new. Let's get into the Reads panel, reviewing Basketball Wives, featuring the best beard on YouTube, Mr. Shady B. And straight from New Orleans, it's Miss Nola, baby. Nola Reads, that is. And myself, the wig, Mace Moreau. You're ready to have a good time? Because I know I am. So sit back, relax, grab a cocktail, and enjoy the Let's Get Into the Reads panel. Hey guys, hope everyone's doing well. Introducing the all-new Let's Get Into the Reads panel, reviewing Basketball Wives, featuring the best beard on YouTube, Mr. Shady B. And straight from New Orleans, it's Miss Nola, baby. Nola Reads, that is. And myself, the wig, Mace Moreau. You're ready to have a good time? Because I know I am. So sit back, relax, grab a cocktail, and enjoy the Let's Get Into the Reads panel.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Let's Get Into the Reads panel, featuring myself, Shady B, the lovely Nola Reads, and the beautiful Mace Moreau. How y'all doing tonight?
We're doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's been a long week. It's been a very long week. So it's good to end the week with some foolery, we got some stuff to talk about tonight. It's some people that need to be drugged and arrested.
Not drugged.
Drugged, prosecuted, locked
Drugged
up.
by their lace front, drugged by their lace.
They won't be able to wear no lace where they're going. They're going to have to take them braids out. They're going to have to rock their natural look, get tough.
Not get tough.
Get real tough. Don't be going in there weak when you go into jail for the first time. Make sure you hard. Make sure don't nobody see you crying, when you get in there. So,
how you doing, Nola?
The week been weekend.
The week been weekend. Oh, it's been weekend. I've been watching Game of Thrones all week, so
I've been seeing you post it. I'm like, dang.
Yeah, I've been, and it made me. Oh my God! See, every time I watch Game of Thrones, I watch it with my swords. So I think I'm a part of the show.
Is that a real sword?
Yes. These are real.
Oh.
These are my Ginsu, and they are so sharp. I could cut like straight through a watermelon.
I don't want you to cut nothing with the sword.
Oh, see, no. See, I have to put them up sometimes. I only take them out when I'm watching the Game of Thrones, so I could feel like
them out and start chopping stuff.
Yeah, because I gotta hide it from myself because I gotta heat it real hot temper, and I don't want to sever anybody's head.
Well, I guess it'd be good to have in the house. I guess to have a sword, just in case somebody want to do something. You have a sword, you can chop somebody up if you need.
You know what? It never ceased to amaze me the stuff that Mace pull out. What you
Mace pull out anything. You don't know what Mace gonna pull out.
Are you drinking tequila in the wine glass?
Oh no! I didn't even have a drink.
Who you talking about? Me?
Yes.
Oh, you got the tequila?
I like drinking out of a wine glass because it made me feel like I've worked a long hard day.
Right.
And it made me feel like a grown adult, even though it might be
sophisticated. It's sophistication.
It might be anything in here besides wine. But I'm drinking Jack, like straight Jack out of this.
Uh-oh. So some people gonna get it tonight.
Hopefully not. When I get the Jack eyes at the end of the night, y'all gonna know what's going on. When I start doing this.
Who do we have here in the chat? We got Kimmy Nicole. Hey, Kimmy.
Thanks,
Chris Maxwell.
For your support.
Hey, Cleo.
I know we was late posting the link, but thank y'all for dropping in. Hey Cleo, hey Shar. So let's go ahead and get started with what happened. So it starts off with Malaysia and Jackie. Malaysia stressed out. She don't know why the women and the ladies have attacked her. She feel victimized. Y'all just doing it to her for no reason. She praying. She done with the pastor talking about, how the enemy is attacking her. Y'all got her stressed, and she went to church, and y'all was disrespectful towards her, and she don't want to be around the group.
Well, she deserved it all.
And I'm starting to feel like the way she's carrying on, I'm like, did she really not know? Or are you mad because you're being called out? Or I don't know what to believe, honestly. It's possible that she just didn't know about the girl.
At this point, I don't believe nothing that her wig say. Like, I don't believe anything. I believe she did know. I believe the girl came out and said that she did know. I'm not sure if she knew way before the party or if she knew like right before the party. But you knew before you walked inside that establishment that this girl used to sleep with Angel's baby father.
But production knew, but above that, production knew that.
Yeah, you knew what was going on, but when you walked in that establishment, for you to sit there and lie and be like, well, I didn't know. That's where it's like, girl, Malaya.
But are the producers making her do this, or is she just doing it?
Can they make you do it?
They can ask you to bring somebody around the group.
Right, but are you obligated? Are you forced to bring this person around, or can you say no?
If you want the job and your supervisor asks you to do something, no, you don't have to do it. But would you to keep your job?
Well, I would probably bring the girl around because who doesn't want the drama? The drama is going to be good for the show. But Angel's pregnant. She's already going through stuff. She's out here being a slutty gnome. Her outfits alone is stressing me out. So I know she's stressed out. And I would introduce her a little different. Like, okay, being that I know that this woman slept with Angel, I would be like, oh, this is such and such. Angel, I'm not sure if you know her or not, but she used to date Tyreek. But I wouldn't say.
Why does it matter? Like, if somebody dated somebody 10 years ago.
I personally wouldn't care, especially if it was after me. Like, it was after Angel. It wasn't like it was during Angel. Angel said
if it was during, that was 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's like I personally wouldn't care, but since Angel cares so much, and the group seems to care about things like that, you got to say it off the ripper. As soon as you walk in, you got to say it up front.
I slept with so-and-so, who slept with who, who's keeping track of who slept with who? Like,
yeah, because at this point, you're messing with athletes. They sleeping around with everybody.
Yeah. But Nolo, you've been trying to say something. You don't believe Malaysia's story that she just didn't know?
Listen, I mean, the girl came out and said she told Malaysia at the bowling alley. That's what the girl said in her statement. And then because the girl said they made them reshoot it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? In her statement. So I don't know. Production do be setting up people with the bullshit. Now, do I believe that Malaysia is actually friends with this girl? No. I believe production came to her with the bullshit and said, introduce this girl as your friend. Kind of like they do with everybody on the show, and they don't really be knowing them like that. They, sometimes they friends like that.
It happens on every reality show. It happens on Atlanta, Potomac, Basketball Wives, production.
Right, they do it across every franchise. That's how they get the new person in. You know what I'm saying? That's how they get the new person in. They come to you and say, this person is your friend. And you say, this is my girl, such and such and such, but it be your girl that you just met at production. Production might set up for y'all to go sit and talk somewhere to get some background story, blah, blah, blah. So it could seem like, I'm tired of that thing beeping, sorry. So it could seem like y'all know each other. But here's my thing. Lil Black Box. I ain't seen you in not a Catholic church, not a Pentecostal church, not a Baptist church, not a non-denomination, not an international Christian, not the Church of Scientology, not none of them places when your ass was around here picking up tables and ready to fight. But now that the tables have turned on you, You want to come to this? Don't come to. I got a listen. If you ain't been showing me that you a Christian and you love the Lord all of this time, don't come show it to me now because your feet in the damn fire. I have to grab the fire extinguisher or burn the rest of them with your mouth and whatever you got to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't come sit up here with the Lord because I'm going to put up my church finger and creep on out this thing because I don't want to see it. Be realistic about your, and I'm not saying that she's not a Christian, she don't go to church, but I hate when now because your feet on the fire, now we got to see you talking to pastor.
Right, don't bring the Lord into this.
Or your pastor. I don't want, you know.
I don't know if that was really true or if that was just dramatics for the show, but
listen,
just because girls confronted you, that don't mean you gotta go to the altar because some girls mad at you. Like, who cares? Like, really?
Like, don't bring the Lord into this.
I'm over Malaysia and her fried dyed edges. You know what I'm saying? Them too small clothes that she bringing this week. She clearly gone through something because she has always tried to be one of the girls with the fashions. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, you know what? The same way you turned your back on your own family when your own cousin came to you and told you his truth and you chose to ignore it to be on the side of Evelyn and Tammy. Well, guess what? Baby, when them tables turn, and that's one thing about it, they always do.
They always turn
too. So
exactly. I did not see the interview or possibly whatever happened with Tammy, but where can I find the interview? Because I would like to see it, but I haven't seen.
I saw bits and pieces.
I saw bits. Who did the interview?
Carlos. Is it Carlos King?
Somebody interviewed Tammy.
But the Carlos King that interviewed her
probably was on his nightcap.
Oh, so Tammy was talking about Carlos, or Tammy was talking about Basketball Wives? Let me know. So the next scene was Jennifer and Angel. They meet up and they basically talk about the situation, talk about how shady Malaysia is this is the second time her bringing somebody around, and Jennifer is feeling some type of way. I don't know if she's bandwagoning just because of the group is saying something and now she's saying something, but she don't say this stuff to Malaysia, and she's kind of getting bugged behind Malaysia back, in my opinion. And then after a while, she talks about her new relationship with Jelani and how serious they're getting, and they've been going on dates and stuff, and it's getting serious. So how do you feel about their relationship?
First of all, do I want to drag her first or be nice to her first?
Let's just go on drag first.
Drag her first, and then end
it will be nice later.
Yeah. Sort of like a tear down the building to rebuild it back up. All right. Jennifer, shut up. Shut up. Because you was all in the beginning talking to me like, you don't miss Brandi. Don't feel some type of way because the crowd feel that way. Be your own person. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Be your own person. As far as Angel, listen, I'm tired of seeing Angel. I'm tired of seeing Angel in them clothes. And I'm definitely tired of seeing her in the confessionals because the way that my HD set up on my TV, her face is giving old raggedy leather strap. And I'm mad about it. I'm tired of seeing it. Mm-hmm. I feel like why we first of all, like I said before on So Deb's channel, I am so tired across every franchise, whether it's basketball, housewives, legendary, whatever the new, whatever show is. I'm so tired of why we always gotta go find somebody that used to these ladies men. Why? That's lazy. That's lazy production for me. I'm tired of it, number one. Number two, you are pregnant with somebody else's baby, and that was years ago. Whether the time overlap or different, why do you care?
Mm-hmm. It really doesn't matter at the end of the day.
Why do it wouldn't matter to me unless
they
the girl
keep
was
doing
in my
it because
face.
She allows it. She's showing that she's upset. That's why they keep doing it. They're
You know
gonna
what I'm saying?
continue
Unless
to
the
do it.
girl was in my face being rude, being disrespectful to me, or unless it's a girl from the past where, okay, me and you done had words because we was click, you know what I'm saying? We was with him at the same time, and I done had to click clack on you because you played with me. Then I would have a problem. Other than that, I'm not about to entertain that foolishness. But like I say, for me, the problem is there really is no reality in reality TV. Because in reality, I'm not about to sit up there and even entertain you or have a conversation. Because the first thing I'm going to say, okay, so what's your point and purpose of bringing this up to me? Because if this was years ago, why, ma'am, are we coming on announcing who you used years ago?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Right, you would have, like Nola said, you with a whole nother man pregnant, might I add, by a whole nother man.
And I'm so tired of people.
But she's not in love with Rock. She really was.
But if I was pop star, when I see this, I would be kind of upset because why are you mad about an ex? Like, you have to think
it's
about
like Jada and Tupac. She will always love Tupac.
Like, because if I was Will, I'd have been slapped to ball. Like, she wouldn't have to wait till the alopecia take her hair, because I'd have been
But why though?
Like, because why you still?
First of all,
like,
Tupac is dead. He can't come back.
This is what I'm saying. So
but
if you are still,
she talks about him all the time. I'm talking about Jada as the same type.
Where is your daughter is writing letters to this man that's been dead before she was born? Like, why is your daughter, right? My daughter, as Will, writing a letter to a dead man that her mother allegedly never even slept with, that you just obsessed with? Like, we have to get to some divorcing around here, because I'll be upset.
They slept together. Don't believe the hype. Like, they slept together.
Because if they did, but come on now, that was like 30, 40 years. And if he's not dead or whatever, he's not around.
But
and you could still be crying over this man.
Basketball wives, I just feel like Angel just is not in love with Rock. I feel like that's somebody who might have been comforting her at the moment, but I think she feels foolish carrying his baby, like, honestly, and that's why she's so stressed. I think she feels like.
Well, she probably does. She probably does feel a little foolish, and that she wants it to work because she knows it's not. You know, like, you know that this is a fail. Like, you before you go into something.
Let's talk about them in the bed together. Let's talk about that scene later on in the episode where she was bloated as hell. Her makeup was horrible. I don't want to talk about pregnant women like that, but she looked really bad in this scene. Like, I get it, you're like really pregnant, but all that makeup that she was piling on her face and
she's giving crater face.
The you know, it just was not a good look
Shady,
at all.
You breaking up bad, Shady.
I'm breaking up?
Yeah, you was breaking up.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, yeah.
Mm-hmm. What I was saying was, I just feel like that scene where Angel was talking with Rockstar in the bed, you know, that makeup that she had piled on her, it just was not a good look to me. She looked really, really pregnant. She probably need to be off camera. I don't know why she's filming up to her pregnancy. Is she gonna show the baby coming out? Like, I
think she might as well.
Why are you still filming?
I'm not mad at her for filming pregnant. I'm not. I'm not gonna shame her for being bloated. That's what happens when you being pregnant. And I think pregnant women are very beautiful. But what I think is horrible is the 50 pounds of makeup. Like,
I was talking about the makeup.
Yeah, but wait a minute. I Nola said she's not going to shame her for being bloated. Wait.
To me, pregnant women have such.
No, that was just funny to me. I'm not going to shame her for being bloated.
Yeah, you know, I'm just saying. To me, pregnant women have such a beautiful glow that I would have loved to just see it in the natural. You know what I'm saying? Versus,
but she's not natural. She has a lot of work done to her.
Well, I mean, without all that makeup.
It was real heavy on the makeup, and but I think to Shady's point, it's not that she's filming up until she's pregnant, but you still want to go places, and you like 30 months pregnant. Like, you laying in the bed asking Rockstar, well, Jackie once invited me to a trip. Girl, you like 50 months pregnant, bloated, with a ton of makeup on your face.
Jackie still invited you.
Why is she asking him for permission? Are they married? No, they promised. So I'm going to promise you that I'm going to go on this trip or not go on this trip. Period. I wouldn't be asking him nothing. Are they laying up in a house that he bought for her? Or that they bought together? No. They laying up in her place. See, you're not about to come up in here and control nothing. without this.
But that's what she wants him to control something. Like she's a different.
Listen. More power to her.
She's a different type of woman. Like she's forcing this. Like you can see.
Give a man like Rockstar
right
that kind of control. I just couldn't.
I wouldn't either. But you know how some women are. They want the man to be so concerned. They want him to do like you're trying to force him to be concerned when he really not. And you're like, oh, because he cares. So I'm gonna ask him. I'm going to tell him about this trip so he could say no and act like he's protecting us and the baby, but you know, he's really not. Some women like to live in fantasy worlds. They like to live in that fantasy. Like, and she seems like she's in the middle of Disneyland right now.
I want to address this comment. Shara's asking, I didn't know if we could speak on other creators in the chat. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say as long as y'all not being disrespectful. This is, you know, where I just draw the line, but I don't care what people say. You know, we have to.
Yeah, if somebody want to promote somebody else's channel or something like that,
yeah, like it's all good over here.
It's not going to take nothing away from us.
As long as it's not disrespectful, I don't care.
And T loves and supports, so I mean, you good. You good. We just ask that like you be respectful. That's it. Yeah. Even if you get it, you know, even if you have a difference of opinion with us or somebody in the chat. Express your opinion, but express it respectfully. That's all we care about.
We do not have to agree. Like I post a lot of stuff, and people don't always agree on the same thing. So it is what it is. I let people say what they want to say, except for if you're just being like crazy or psycho. But
I'm just saying, I just can't. I can't. I'm over the Angel and Rockstar.
I'm sick of it.
Whole thing. Now, can we get back to Jennifer and this melanated man, Jelani?
We could move forward to their date scene that they had at the end of the episode. We could go and get them out the way because that wasn't important. That when they met up they had a dinner and they were talking about the relationship. I feel like Jennifer doesn't need to come across so desperate. Don't be bringing up marriage on your like third date. Like, calm down. Like, get to know each other first. Like, that's what your problem is. Like, get to know what he likes, what he don't like, and you know certain things.
Now we about to have a whole disagreement.
Don't be talking about marriage on the third date. I think that's too soon, personally. Or you just been talking.
First of all, in reality, do you really believe this is their third date?
I don't know what's real on this show.
Yeah. At this point, like the reality is not reality and like the shows, like we don't know.
I don't know how much time has passed.
Listen, like, first of all, I don't believe that this is their actual third date, right? It's in the way they look at each other, to me. And the more I watch in the way that they look at each other, the more I realize why this man was awkward having to come on this show acting like he didn't know this woman and they wasn't already together.
So you think that they were previous together before they met at the meat market?
I do. Because listen, when they were talking, like you saying she shouldn't be rushing marriage, but you didn't say that about the date before when the man was saying he wanted to be there forever. If we're gonna be here forever, then if you already talking to her about you want to be here forever and be her forever, then she can talk about marriage that's setting her standard in the fact of.
But did he say that before or after
she brought her marriage? But I'm not gonna be a forever girlfriend. Like she letting it be known up front, she not promised ring.
Right, but because he said that, did he say that before or after she brought up marriage?
Before.
Because I know he said
that before. He said it more than once.
Yeah, because he said I can stay here forever. I can stay in this and stay here forever.
Yeah, and when he said forever, I was like, how long y'all been dating? When he said forever, I'm like, y'all.
Well, she did say she gave him the booty, so maybe he acting different after she gave him the booty. Maybe that's why he's down it.
Listen, that was one thing that lets me know that the meat market thing was just a setup. And you know, some people feel awkward being on camera.
Yeah,
so it was already gonna be awkward. Like, come on, imagine that's your babe, but they're on the show and y'all been in a relationship, y'all got that connection. Now you got to get on here and act like you beating them for the first time and you building a relationship with you. Man, go back and watch when she had her show.
Good point, because he did look very awkward.
No, seriously. Go back and watch when she had her show and put it in slow motion and watch how that man's eyes was lit up and how he was looking at her. He wasn't a man like Rockstar that's trying to be in the camera, or like we see these men want to come on and put on and be in the camera. That man face lit up and he was happy doing her thing. You know that look when you see your partner doing that thing and it's turning you on and you like, damn, that's my baby. Do your thing. I love you. Like that's how that man was looking at her. And I really hope, because Jennifer done already had the trash ass ex-husband, the ex-boyfriend, legs, hips, and body, who did her wrong stuff, and now he in jail. I hope that this work out for Jennifer. Like I want to see them, go off into the sunset and have a beautiful melanated little baby, so she don't gotta buy no more dogs.
Lord have mercy. I'm happy for her though. I think they're a cute couple.
That's my thing. I think they're beautiful. I don't think they're rushing anything. I think it looks rushed.
It looks
because
rushed
they having to play for the camera. And after watching Tammy interview, and the more and more people are coming out talking about having to reshoot scenes because they don't want to give us the reality of what that scene was. So they take clips from the shoot and the reshoot to make it look like it's a scene. I can believe it.
But I'm glad that we are calling our production
prior to the show.
I'm glad that we are calling our production because they've been doing a lot of editing, like over editing this season. Like for us to be able to pinpoint that what the producers did by having Malaysia bring that other girl on and possibly faking a whole relationship just for a storyline,
Yeah, I don't like that.
It would not be the first time, but moving forward, let's talk about Brooke's spiritual healing party that she had. I guess this lady was supposed to be healing people's coochie.
Let's talk about the house. That house was a nice house. She said it was her brother
a nice house
and her sister-in-law. That was a very nice house.
Everyone was invited to the party, but Malaysia chose not to go, which may be good for her. Brooke goes into how she's trying to take IVF and her journey with IVF. I believe that's where you take all those hormones so you can they can try to artificially inseminate an egg with sperm and then create a baby.
And then they implant it in the womb.
Yes. So I know it's a long process. You got to take hormones. You got to have doctor's visits. It's a long thing. So she said she wants to do it again to have another baby for her husband. And Jennifer and then they're talking about the whole Malaysia situation. And once again, I just feel like Jennifer chiming in a little bit too hard on the Malaysia hate train. Like you was supposed to cool up this girl episode 1, but it seemed like when you're around other girls, it seemed like you'd be ready to jump on that.
Because Jennifer didn't forget she slung a whole table at her.
Malaysia was about to pitch a table at her.
Right. Jennifer did not forget about that table she slung at her.
Exactly. It just comes across too eager. Like Jennifer didn't really do.
But I'm saying, we would have had a problem from that moment. Like you try to pitch a table at me while we in a whole nother country and cause a scene, and y'all know them other countries like to get Americans and make examples of them and put them in the news and end up in jail. Look at Brittany. That's all I'm gonna say.
We're gonna talk about her in a second.
So,
she was talking about
you would have did something like that to me out of the country, girl. Every time I saw Lil Black Box, I would have been batting her in her mouth for playing with me. So it would have never been from that. Like you would have understood where I stood from that point on. Tammy and Evelyn Beef wouldn't have had nothing on Christian and Lil Black Box. You hear me? Mm-hmm. And I use my government name on that one. Wouldn't have.
Now that's bad.
Speaking of that, let's move to that mysterious phone call that British had while she was at this party. It was probably her lawyers basically telling her, hey, you got this warrant. You might want to just go and make sure your affairs are in order. Make sure you got money on your books. Make sure we're gonna try to minimize the press, but you might want to turn yourself in within 24 hours, or it'll be worse. Go ahead and do it. And she probably, was feeling, scared. So she takes the phone call and it just rushed.
She wasn't scared when she was using them people's social security number, allegedly.
Allegedly. We don't know if Brooke was down there wire frauding, social security fraud.
That's what they're saying that British did was stealing people's identity. And I don't know what she was doing with the money. I don't know if she was just buying.
She was stealing social security numbers.
Obviously wasn't buying clothes.
Or hair. You was doing other stuff with it. And my thing is, your baby daddy's supposed to be so, paid. Why are you out here frauding as a mother? I just cannot rock with someone who jeopardized her freedom, and you know that you are a single mother, you taking care of a child, and now you about to be locked up, and then, well, at least your child can go to their daddy, but do you really want your child to be over there? Like, is that in the best interest of your child? When your dad and the daddy is living a wild lifestyle and he not gonna stop? He got different women in and out the house, and you gonna subject your child to that type of Is it just me?
Yeah, but that's a lot. Like that, they got some ghetto situation going on.
It's real ghetto to me.
They got a whole ghetto situation.
Identity fraud. Like the feds is coming for you. They got pictures of you in the bank trying to steal somebody's identity. I know they got pictures.
But she got her shades on and her wig on. She got her set it off wig on.
They probably got you on the set it off camera with you on it.
But she got that doozy. That wig is definitely in my emergency kit because I got an emergency kit just in case
identity theft is a real thing. Like if you get your identity taken, it's so hard on you.
Yeah,
it's so hard. Like I know somebody that happened to them, and then their credit was messed up, so it's hard to get that fixed.
It is because I got a house and car in Florida.
I don't understand it.
And I don't drive. I don't own a car. I don't feel it. Like what y'all talking about?
I'm gonna use my own real life situation. So our sis, shout out to our sis California cutie, she in the chat. But between y'all and her, y'all could tell the people if I'm lying or not. Y'all know the situation. Y'all know what I've been dealing with. Y'all see I'm sitting up here with hospital bands on right now. And a damn monitor that keep beeping every time my damn oxygen level go low, which is working on my nerve. I ain't been to work in over a month. You know what I'm saying? Like I got no more sick days left, and I'm waiting on my FMLA to be approved. But until it's approved, guess what? That means I don't have nothing. I got 3 kids to take care of. Now you don't think that I feel like, damn, let me get out here and scam some shit because how I'm gonna pay my bills? Allegedly. Well, it ain't allegedly for me, but I'm just saying we all sitting up here on YouTube. You don't think I could make me a fake flyer and put together a seminar on how to get your YouTube channel monetized? $500 a person scamming. No, and I don't know this whole ins and outs of everything. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not about to scam nobody. I'm not about to do nothing that's gonna take me away from my kids. Like, what the hell was you thinking? I mean, I don't know if she had a business partner and the partner was doing it, and now you gonna have to. I don't know, but I know one thing: when it comes down to you and your business, you better make sure everything is right. Don't nobody run my stuff with me. As far as the business and handling my business and my paperwork, ain't nobody getting on no action, but that ain't nobody about to go out here and do a damn thing in my name. Because you ain't got to worry about the feds come and get me if you do something that's going to jeopardize me.
Right, I'm coming to get you.
Taking care of my children. I promise to God, if your buck ain't seen nothing on me. So I don't want to hear, oh, you got your kid and you got to make your kid survive. I guarantee you her child support is off the chain. It's more than the average person monthly salary is.
Yeah, but so even if it's not, to just steal somebody's identity like that.
That man got that. Let's not act like that because that man got that money. He at least giving her $5,000 and up a month. Some people don't make that in 2 months and out here living and not scamming.
I think they try to keep up with the Joneses. She could have lived a comfortable life.
What Jones is she keeping up with in them beauty store outfits, $20 thigh fits? Man, y'all, but man, please.
Yeah, because that's not even like, girl, you don't even look all that to be still like, where did the money go? Like, what did you use the money for?
Types. Every outfit is the beauty store, the beauty store from the hood types outfit. Stop playing with me.
Because I need to know, where did the money go? Like, did you? It was like embezzle. Embezzlement.
It ain't even
embezzle.
It was embezzle. But people will do it if they could get away with it. If they think they could get away with it, and it's considered really a white collar crime.
But look at, like I said, look at the situation for what it is. Now you're about to be potentially taken away from your child.
Yes.
That's the most important thing out of everything. I feel bad for the daughter. I feel bad for the daughter.
Millions and you still living down to the apartment.
I feel bad.
I don't think they be making what they're saying they're making. Like, impossible.
I think you get a regular job in a company that be out here frauding and trying to steal people's identity. Like, you can't get caught. Like, no, you never gonna get caught.
Yeah, me and my cousin was just talking about this earlier. How people were getting VIN numbers, like instead of the social security number.
Every purchase that is made, it can be tracked.
They get VIN numbers so that people could get houses and all that into people's names and stuff like that. You don't even know. You be walking around with, you got a mini mansion somewhere in your name, but you sitting there living, check to check, broke, not even knowing that somebody took a VIN number out on you and is using it. Like, crazy.
Yeah, let me tell you something.
I think the government just needs to eliminate social security numbers.
When I was younger, and so I'm working on mine now. But guess what? Somebody try to steal my shit to get a house. They gonna be sadly disappointed. They ain't even getting a loan on.
No, but they take out VIN numbers. That's why they take out VIN numbers. VIN numbers are like a clean social security for the frauders that know they know. Like, it's like a clean. It's like when you like say like my social
VIN number on your car.
Like, it's like a VIN number. Like, it's like a number that's sort of like a social security number that everyone.
CPN.
Yeah, like everyone has, but you don't use
CPN.
it.
I know about the CPN.
So that's what people are doing. Like, because like right now, you could probably go get a CPN number, whatever, like that, and apply for a house, apply for a loan, or whatever, like that.
You go apply for a house,
and it may go through because that number is clean. That's not like your social. Like, that's what people are doing, like in businesses and stuff like that. When you look at people that pull, you like, I know this person's broke. I know this person.
Or they simply just get your credit card number and just make a whole bunch of purchases in your name.
See, no, they're going beyond that. That's passe. That's really, that ain't nothing. They're getting houses. I'm talking about they're getting cars. People are opening businesses.
Not in my name, you ain't.
and people names, and you just don't know. Like, if you don't do a check on yourself to find out what's really opening your name.
But that's why you got to cut off you can shut down your Equifax.
Because like my credit, I had an AT&T phone from the 90s. AT&T was still after me for the phone, for the money. When they was giving away the Nokia phones. Those Nokias, I had like 4. I got one for my uncle.
I had a Metro.
Right. I had the Nokia, the phone, and them bills went up. I didn't pay them. They were after me, but I'm like, my credit was shot. Like right now, I'm building my credit back up as well. And my credit was shot. Like, how you got a house in Florida? How I got a house in Florida? I got a car. I don't even have a license, child. Like, how I get a car? I got a car out there in my name. I got a house out there in my name. I'm like,
what I do like about my bank is it'll notify me if my information is trying to be used at a different facility.
Yes, and now they got all these,
When I went out of town and I used my card, my bank was like, hold up, is this you that's trying to make this purchase? And I can appreciate that.
But people used to take whole identities and make up, like, I'm not going to say who, but I know somebody, right? That used to they used to work inside of a expensive department store. So when people used to come and fill out for the applications to get the department store cards, they used to memorize their number, their social security number, their date of birth, and their name. And then they used to go and turn and go like to a library or something and open, being that the like it's an expensive store. So if you get a credit line in that store, we know your credit is good. You understand? Your credit is extremely good. So now I can go open up other accounts in your name because now I memorized your social, I memorized your thing. So now go to the library, right? Any library, whatever, away from your house or whatever like that. Get on the computer, start opening up credit cards in your account to see what credit cards I could get. Getting $10,000 limits, $20,000 limits in your name. So now that I got the credit cards and I have that in your name, I could get a social security card. I could get a fake ID in your name. I could live as you in your name, and you don't know the less. And a lot of people with good credit that have a lot of money that shopped in these type stores wasn't checking for their credit. Like they wasn't checking for it till it's too late. So you're about $100,000 in debt, and you turn around like, what happened?
I don't want you out here like British, because British.
No. See, this was like in the 90s anyway, but it wasn't me.
British about to be in under the jail. They got federal charges.
What did y'all see that they're trying to revoke her bail?
So she won't be able to get out. So you talk about her bond.
Her bond, yeah. They're trying to revoke it and put her back in jail, and she's fighting it.
They want her bad. She must really.
She did something. It was something. She violated something for them to try to revoke her bail.
You stole these white folks' money, and they want to make you an example out of you.
But they gave her bail after she did the thievery. But she did something on top of that, and they trying to revoke her bail.
You're gonna have to pay this money back. You're gonna have to pay restitution. You're gonna have to serve time. You're gonna have to do all this, and you're not gonna be the same British.
Like, what did she think she was in Trap Queens? Do you watch Trap Queens on BET? Like, because especially with these white collar crimes, they like to throw the book at black people because they don't think black people are smart enough to conduct these crimes like these. These crimes that white people make all the time. These are crimes that white people do all the time and been getting over for years and becoming rich off this crime. But they don't like it when black people do it.
But we're gonna move forward. We're gonna go on commercial break real quick, and then we're gonna come back and talk about Jackie kidnapping everybody, taking them to the desert, and then we're gonna move.
I wouldn't have went
to British indictment in just a moment, y'all.
Hey guys, hope you're having a good time. By the way, don't forget, hit that like button. And if you're liking, you might as well subscribe. And drop a comment below. Come on guys, let's get into it. Hey guys, hope you're having a good time. By the way, don't forget, hit that like button. And if you're liking, you might as well subscribe. And drop a comment below. Come on guys, let's get into it.
Back after our brief intermission. So now we learn.
That's your little baby. Tell us hi.
That's my son.
That's your son. Tell him us hi.
Where? In the chat?
He basically had filled my bottle up with some water for me.
Oh, okay.
They just simply.
Thank you to everybody who showed up tonight and everybody who was in the chat. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.
That damn Jackie. I'm not going nowhere with Jackie.
So Jackie invites the ladies. I guess they go out to dinner. I think it was Duffy who invited them out. Whoever. It's all fake anyway. Production invited them to go out to eat. So in that dinner, Jackie brings up the idea that she's going to be doing acting, and she's also going to be doing a horror film coming up, and she wants to do research. And she wants to have a girls' trip. She's inviting all the ladies, but she's not telling them where they're going.
I'm not going.
People are, and Jennifer was kind of apprehensive, but everybody else is like, yeah, take me wherever you. No.
Jennifer knows the deal. Jennifer been
I
around.
don't know where I'm going. I don't know a number where I could be reached at. I don't know an address. I just know you're supposed to be taking somewhere, and it's going to be somewhere spooky because you got to do research. I'm not
But
saying
she did lie and say, well, she said it was 4 stars, 4.5 stars.
She did say that, and
I don't feel.
It could be haunted. It could be like a spirit in the house, and you want me to stay over there? Yeah.
I'm just be real skeptical about anything Jackie's up to. And Jennifer had the right idea about,
And Jackie is always trying too hard. Remember at the spiritual party, she wanted everybody to test their nipples and everything while they was doing the spiritual work.
Jackie's growing too many necks to be freaky. Like, stop, like, Jackie, calm down.
Is she really freaky, or do she?
I don't know. I think that's a big front. I don't know. Because, like, people who they're not talking about it.
She said she don't suck D. She said she don't do that.
Listen, first of all, like we was just talking about production.
Mm-hmm.
Be doing what they're doing. This was definitely a production doing what they do, because I'm not getting in a car and go nowhere. Yeah. And you ain't tell me where I'm going. Like, let's be realistic. Most of these ladies are mothers. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't gonna judge nobody motherhood. I ain't saying how nobody motherhood is. But from what we see on camera, these ladies, care about their children. I can't see them going out of town and not having somebody keep their kids saying, hey, I'm going to be here. If you can't reach me on my phone, here's my hotel number to leave them at. Like, am I the only person that do that?
No.
You know what I'm like, man, I don't care who it is. I don't care what research, girl, congratulations on your part. And when you decide to let me know where I'm going and where I'm going to lay my head at, then I'm going to let you know if I'm going to go. That's period. I'm not getting in the car with nobody and you tell me that you ain't telling me where I'm going to lay my head at. No, God. Now, the best thing we can do.
Yep, that's the fakery about it. I got kids. My kids need to know where I'm at.
Something. You could surprise me with a surprise restaurant. You can surprise me with a surprise activity. But besides that, a surprise party. But besides that, no, I need to know, like, first of all, don't surprise me with no trip. Because I need to know where I'm going. I don't necessarily need to know all the activities. But I need to make sure I have my wardrobe together, okay? Because when I'm on a trip, the bathing suit need to be suiting. The clothes need to be clothes. You know what I'm saying? My hoochie mama shorts need to be very hoochie.
Right, hoochie.
And depending on where we're going, I'll order it.
Telling them what to wear. So I think she was trying to mislead them a little bit. I don't know if it was the show or what, but she was trying to mislead them to make them feel like they was going to a.
But I kind of feel like that is production.
I'm not trusting Jackie. Jackie's a nut.
Listen, we know
Jackie, but Jackie's a nut.
We know Jackie a nut. But I kind of feel like production is productioning because and making us feel like that's where they're gonna stay. I don't feel like that's really where they're gonna stay. I feel like that's maybe where Jackie's going to do her research. I could be wrong, and we gonna see.
No, you're actually right, because I actually.
But that's how they make them clips look like that's what it is. And they probably telling Jackie, "Oh hell no," because you ain't tell us you was studying to be a witch and a warlock. I don't play with this like this.
Right, but. I heard that the house that Duffy rented for the show was not rented, not the house that they actually lived in.
The apartment?
The place where they had the fight and everything, they were filming there, but they did not live there.
Do you talk about the one in Vegas or
they
where?
lived in a hotel, according to what I heard. They was in hotel rooms.
Is that the one in Vegas?
The Duffy Trip house or wherever they were staying.
It was in Vegas when she went to go do
filming only. They did not. Did y'all see them in the bed? Y'all didn't see them in the bathroom.
Oh, so they didn't stay in that house they were supposed to be.
That's what I heard.
I believe
Production has really been productioning this season on this show.
I believe it because the price done went up. So like if I could rent it for the day, like hourly renting is cheaper than renting for 3 or 4 days. So we're going to rent it for 2 to 3 hours. We're going to get this filming in, and then y'all go back to your prospective hotels. Like, y'all go back there, and then when we come back and film tomorrow, we're going to rent it for another 3 hours, do what y'all gonna do,
That's
and then go
what
back
I
to the
heard.
hotel.
Just simply is that they filmed there, but they stayed in the hotel, but they did not live there in that house. Like
This
bags
re-
and stuff. You was
this
not.
reality show is just getting so fake. This
Did you see
reality
them in
world.
the bed? No. Did you see any of them in the bed? Did you see any of them fully unpack their clothes? I'm just
No.
asking. I'm just asking. Or did they just show up like you show up to work to film and then you go back to your hotel room? That's what they said. You got the allegedly banner up. So Jackie is studying for this horror role. She invites the ladies to go, and she don't tell them where they're going. They agree to go. And then British, she decides that she can't really hold it off any longer. She need to lather up, take a bath, get ready for jail, make sure all of her money is where it needs to be. The braids is tight. Make sure she puts some Vaseline on her face. And
I can't believe British is out here being a whole trap queen. I cannot believe it.
She a real trap queen. So she meet up with production, and production knew this. It was in the blogs that she was being arrested for fraud and stealing people's identity. So she's in the car being the victim, saying that she's got to turn herself in. She got warrants by the IRS that they want her real bad. So what do you think about her? Actually, we did talk about it before, but what do you think about her doing federal time for fraud?
Well, hopefully it's not that long.
Hopefully it's not that long. She deserves as much time as she get.
No, but a lot of times, depending on the case and the state, those crimes like that, people don't get that long of a time. They get like a year or two, and it's in federal prison. So it's not like she's down to Rikers or she's down, or down to one of those harsh jails. So, but it's the time, because it depends on like the crime and how intricate the crime was. Because a lot of times the higher ups don't like that you're smarter than them. Like you tried to pull one over on them, especially as Black women, and white men been doing this for a long time, especially on Wall Street.
But they don't know. They know how to not get caught.
No, they get caught, but they don't do no time like that. They get caught.
They get caught, but they're not going to get punished in this.
They get caught, but they don't get punished as extreme as Black people, and especially Black women, because you're not supposed to be as smart and do things.
I don't think it's smart to be
not smart, but just try to trick, because you obviously got something for a while, and even if they allowed you to get something,
they allowed you to get
something, but you knew the ins and out of how to do it. And how do
the
you
more
know
the more you
how
get,
to do it? And a lot of times they've been doing this for a long time, and they want to be the only ones that know how to do it.
The more they can charge you with.
Yeah, and this is what I'm saying. But
for it to be federal, they had to wait.
Hopefully, she'll get a white man's time. I just hopefully she'll get a white man's time, and she's not away from her daughter level.
I feel bad for the child. Like I said before, I just feel bad that you brought your daughter on this show. On the same show you brought your daughter on, you're yelling at your baby daddy, talking about he ain't nothing, but you out here doing fraud stuff, and now you about to be taken away from your only child.
Well, that's a hood situation. Like I said, hey, Randy,
it's ghetto. Do some fraud stuff in your neighborhood.
Yeah, I said, but that's real ghetto. And the whole situation is ghetto.
Listen, you can boost in your neighborhood.
Unless I absolutely have to. Unless I absolutely have to. And I just recently had a situation where I was so glad ain't nobody knowed me up and down. I ain't famous or nothing. I'm regular schmegular. But I'm just saying, I'm so glad nobody I knew saw me up in this place, y'all. Y'all know I've been sick. I didn't feel like cook. I didn't have the energy. So I went to go get my kids some food. It was the last. The lady tried to play me for a soybean burger and tell me that, it didn't go through, so we can't get you no food. Meanwhile, I'm looking at my bank saying that these people got my money.
Oh, I showed it to him when it happened to me.
Yeah, I did. And she was still saying, well, it ain't my problem. We ain't got it. And I'm like, you better give me my money or you better give me some food. Lady called her manager. Her manager trying to tell me it ain't my problem. I'm going to get my money back, which I still ain't got my money back. I had to do the thing with the with my bank. You know what I'm saying?
But they can void the payment. They can void the payment and cancel.
She trying to say they computer work, so they couldn't. But they was trying to say like their computer messed up, so it didn't go through. But I'm trying to say
your problem.
So that's your problem. It ain't mine. And your terminal is the one who said remove my card.
Right. And somebody got my money.
That y'all, I was so hot. Y'all know everybody got that little plastic glass, little plastic stuff on it thing. Y'all, I was so hot, I was banging on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, man, like I gotta feed my kids, like you tripping. And it wasn't the fact that I don't have food in my house. Got a freezer full of food. Everything was frozen. It's the fact of I'm sick. I didn't have the energy to do it, and my kids is hungry. Y'all was so mad. So when the manager on the phone telling me like, you can't, it ain't my problem. Basically, you know what I'm saying? Deal with it. If I didn't pitch that, I went like that because they had a part that was open that you. I should be ashamed to say this. They have a part that is open for them to give you your food that don't have a plastic. And I went around to that part and pitched the phone at the lady. The man come from out the kitchen. I'm like, what you gonna do? Because I was just that mad. I was like, if it was just me, I wouldn't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? But this was my last that I was taking to, you know what I'm saying, to feed my kids. Y'all, I was so listen.
I can understand that same thing happened to me, but I was it came out my bank account.
I could feel
so y'all gonna do something. It can't
slide off my face. I'm like, listen, you either gonna give me my money or you gonna run me some food. Like it was to the point, like, man, we not about to do no more talking. Like they was being petty. They was being petty.
Yeah, because they know they got that. They was gonna get the money just because it didn't go through.
If it didn't come through at that moment,
but they were gonna get it because they would take it from your account.
But my baby daughter, it just so happened she had rolled with me. You know what I'm saying? She had rolled with me. So she like, mama, come on, mama, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. Let's just go. And when she did that and grabbed me, I was like, damn. Oh my! First of all, I felt embarrassed because not an act a ratchet ass fool in front of my child. You know what I'm saying?
And I'll be down for the ratchet stuff.
But then I was like, that ultimately that's what got me out the door because I'm like, I got my baby with me. I don't need to be getting arrested in front of my child. But I'm saying that to say, like, at the end of the day, I was aggravated because I'm in a situation like, y'all, it ain't full. Like, my bathroom is in my room. My bed is here. Literally, the door is here. I can't walk that far without being out of breath. You know what I'm saying? So, like, to stand up and be trying to cook, because when I cook, I'm going to have I'm sauteing like, it.
Yeah, too much.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's like, I'm already feeling stuck because my kids around here taking care of me. So I'm trying to do something, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you playing with me, like, it was just, you know how when you be going through things and it's like, oh, this too much. And then you gonna sit up here and tell me about, oh, it ain't your problem. Oh, you dirty hoe. I was hot. But I was like, I can't be getting arrested in front of my baby.
But you can get your money back. They should have been able to.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, I would listen. The old me would have went back up there the next day when my money wasn't on my account, and I'd have shut that shit down. But where I'm at today, I'm like, let me just go through my bank. Let me just go through my bank and do this the right way. Because if I go back up there, it's
because you have to
trouble.
It's gonna be
you have to think about your kids. You can't go up there and act a fool and do whatever because it's about your kids.
You know,
a lot of times I understand what Nola's saying because
I said that story to say, you know what I'm saying? That was a situation in which that was literally the last that I had. You know what I'm saying? To be able to take, feed them or whatever. And I ate the food. I'm not about to act a fool and go and steal something. Not when I don't have to. Now, if you destitute and you ain't got a pot to piss in the window to throw out of, and you need to be down there to the Walmart or whatever. Not that I condone stealing, but in a situation like that, I'd be like, damn, she needed to feed her kids. She literally had nothing, or clothe her kids, or get school something like that. But because you want to keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah, I don't respect British.
I know because and like you said, that's really hard to get your credit back. and to get like as far as identity theft, and people think of these as no human crimes. Like they think of these like
a long time, and
and they don't understand they're affected. They're like, well, I'm not stealing directly from the person, and that they could get their money back.
But because when they go to buy a car, when they try to buy a car, when they try to buy a house, if they try to get a business started, it's going to pop up on their credit report.
And it's hard to get that fixed.
And they did not do it, even though it was identity theft, even though you might have reported it. It's going to show up in your credit report.
And it takes years to get it off.
But I did open the doors to the church to people in the chat who want to talk about British indictment or want to talk about Malaysia allegedly quitting Basketball Wives after this season, not coming back.
Her wig ain't going to let her quit.
They're saying that
wig already done quit.
That wig quit, but she didn't. That wig said, girl, keep going so you can replace me. Please.
They're saying that Malaysia will no longer be on Basketball Wives.
At this point, I do not care. The way she done lied and lied. Like, you just came in the door lying. You went out the door lying. Like, you lying.
I liked her at the beginning. At the beginning, like when she first got on the show, I really did like her. But
I did too.
Over the years, I feel like she's changed.
I think it's this divorce and the breakup with
She was always divorced. Like when she first got on the show, she was divorced. But I think over the years,
no, they were together when she first got on the show. Remember?
I thought that was divorce.
No, they were together when she got on that show because remember she was doing like the chocolate diamonds or something, like she had like a little jewelry line or something like that.
Close to the beginning, like they got divorced.
I think it was like probably 2 seasons in. That's when she started talking about the divorce because you never saw the man. Like, because I thought, like, who was the guy? Because she was saying my husband, and he's helping with the business, and she was doing the jewelry line. And then, like, 2 seasons in, that's when she was talking about the divorce. Because it was around the same time that Brandi discovered that her husband had sex with like 1,000 people. And Brandi was like, she was like, well, she was trying to convince Brandi to stay with her husband. And Brandi was looking like, well, why you want me to stay with my man and you not going to stay with yours,
Okay, so I'm going to invite Ranting with Ricardo on. We're talking about Basketball Wives. Are you talking about Malaysia, British, Jackie's kidnapping everybody? Hey, Ranting.
Hey. One more thing about Little Black Box.
Okay.
Now, I wasn't mad with her for not wanting to be around the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Because it comes a certain point in time where if every time I'm around you, we gotta be arguing. How Ply said, y'all, you wanna argue? Mm-hmm. I ain't arguing with you. Like right, wrong, or indifferent. You know what I'm saying? It come a time where you get tired of that. So no, you don't wanna. I don't want to be around it for them saying, "Oh, she run away, she walk away." Listen, let me tell you something. And y'all know I don't even fool with Little Black Box like that. But see me when I get angry, when I get aggravated. And I get heated to a certain point, one of 3 things is gonna happen. I'm either gonna start crying because I'm emotional and I really want to get at you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Or 2, I'm gonna walk off. And not only am I gonna walk off from you, I'm going to literally walk because walking helps ease me and level me back down.
That's what I do when I'm at work. People piss me off, I go for a walk.
Or hands are going to be thrown. So I do the first 2 to not get to, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna start
doing Malaysia. I don't think she can handle all those girls coming at her.
No, I don't think
feel like it was petty for all the girls to jump in.
That's why I'm saying I understand not wanting to.
But I think in her case, when she walks away because she doesn't have a leg to stand on, I think she walks away because you have no excuse. You have no more lies. Everybody done discovered your lies.
As we said earlier, did production really just set her up?
Here's my thing. Now, I don't think production set her up lying, talking about she didn't know that girl daddy died. That was a straight right line from her to hell. But as far as with this girl, I don't believe her and that girl are friends like that.
No, but
one of them bring.
If you knew, like she's not new. It's like what's her name, Malaysia? She's not new to the game. She's been on the show. Like, the deal. You know what production gives. You know what production does. So you know what? It's your choice on how you introduced the girl. Yeah, you may have been forced to bring the girl in, and they wanted you to usher in.
Listen, in this situation, when you are bringing on somebody baby daddy or somebody man, side piece boo, it don't matter how you bring them or present them to the situation. Whether you act like you didn't know or you come out and say you know, it's gonna be perceived as messy.
But it's like how they perceive you though. Like when you bring it in, but like, look, if she had told me in the car, by the time we got there, we driving there, she was like, well, look, you know, Angel Rings, I dated her baby father, whatever. I'm like, oh God, because I know how these people get down, and I
think it was planted. Like nobody would think to say, like, if I dated somebody 10 years ago, I can't remember who I was dating.
Right, it's just a whole big mess. Now you can see that it's all set up by production.
So why are you still holding on to this relationship from 10 years ago, and you got to let people know that I dated somebody from 10 years ago?
When you decide to be production's puppet for the messy that they're trying to introduce to the show, then you need to be 100% down and stand on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stand on it. Don't run away.
Like Kenya does. Kenya stands on it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Because I would have introduced her as, well, look, this is a new friend, blah, 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 blah. But I don't know if you know or not, but she used to date your baby daddy. And then I would have just turned around because I just found out in the car.
But as the ladies on the show, don't you know how production does? And don't you know that production will ask you to bring somebody to the show? Don't y'all know that? Why y'all so offended by somebody bringing somebody on the show?
Yeah, because this is what I'm saying. But they just let us. I don't want to know so much about the reality show.
Nobody's gonna be on that camera if production does not want them to be on camera. Let's be clear.
Yes, because we've seen several times, like, I don't even want to bring
January.
them up, Lord, because we on sabbatical. But there was several events that it has come out that Kiki was at. However, we never saw her.
She was never on production. They didn't.
Why? Because it wasn't time for us to see her. Production didn't have us see her. So I mean, you know, I don't know. And you know, people be getting mad now when it come down to your attitude and your stankness. You can't blame that on production. Production might have engineered the mess, but how you responded to it was on you. Which at the end of the day, if we are here on some fake rah-rah, some fake mess, I can't even.
At the end of the day, she always been bougie and stank.
Malaysia
yes. Always been bougie.
Yeah, she has been bougie and stink and very. Why she always whispering?
Like bougie girls, I think bougie girls.
Why she don't talk in her real voice?
Yeah, talking in that baby voice. Because you see, because and when I would like want to reach to the TV and slap her.
That's why she goes by Malaysia and not LaQuisha. She don't want you. She don't want you to call her LaQuisha. She's Malaysia.
I'm gonna need her to get into LaQuisha.
She's bougie.
She's
little black box.
Renton, what happened? Renton was trying to say something.
Renton, what do you have to think about the fraud, the lies?
When it came to this baby voice, she talks like this really light and airy because it's more appealing to, you know, people who watch who don't know her. See, I can switch into this voice and then I can switch back into this voice because I'm not about to talk like that all the time for people because I don't need you to find me appealing, okay? Running it down. Girl, you knew. I don't want to hear nothing else about it. You decided to quit. Because you were getting called to the carpet and they wasn't about to play with you no more and they wasn't about to let you play in their faces no more, and this is a whole new ball game. This is a whole new cast. You haven't had this cast all together in one sitting. You may have been around them, maybe like this one person was on this cast and this one person was on this cast, but you ain't had this whole entire cast all together. So those personalities, and now they're coming at you and calling you out on the stuff that you do. Now you want to quit, but it's just like, how you gonna quit since you need this job, since you know you ain't gonna get no child support? I don't know who told her she was gonna get some, but she's not gonna get some because you had a choice when y'all divorced. Either take half of his stuff and be on child support, or take half and not be on child support. And you know what she did? She took half and didn't get on child support. And we all know she don't have them kids 95% of the time. I don't want to hear it no more. You quit. I believe it when I see it.
I can't say what she's doing. Like I don't know if I follow Malaysia on social media, but I don't really see her with her kids but I don't know if I am following her or not.
But if I was that ex-husband, I would be pissed that you got on this show and try to tarnish my
He
character.
don't care because he's messing with other women. He don't care what his baby mama
He
think
don't.
about him.
Here's the thing. He doesn't care for the simple fact
Like,
that
think about it. You out here dogging your baby dad. They don't care. They
he
don't
knows what
care.
he doesn't care because he knows what the situation is.
Yeah, but I say
And
like
he-
as a character, you're sitting there like he's not paying child support and
I didn't believe it when she said it though. Like,
No.
you had discernment.
and
Yeah,
you know when she was looking up with that wig,
I didn't believe her.
you know the jawline because the jaw was just giving
Her
cut
wigs are
square,
terrible.
wide,
Can you
and deep.
pull up the picture of the edges again? Did
No.
we
Yeah,
see
because
the
when
No.
my
Please don't.
grandmother always said, if your mouth is cut square,
Oh,
wide,
you
and deep,
did.
you lie. So she was sitting there lying with her square, wide, and deep mouth, like, the child support, and then the edges. So we just felt real sorry for her and her wig, because the way she was sitting there, we like, oh, falling into this, and come to find out, you done took half this man things.
Crunchy Edge is full of lies. When it comes to, because I said it over on So Deb, when it comes to Jen and her man, the man with the nice beard, I want them to be happy. I want them to be healthy. If they are serious and this is not a for TV relationship, unlike Blow Pop's for TV business only, I want y'all to get married, have kids, and get the hell off this show. Because if you come back on this show with this group of ladies, especially when people are saying
You
that
won't have your relationship.
especially with the people saying that Brooke and her husband are no longer together, you're gonna have a lot of miserable batches wishing
They
negative.
was giving divorce when that was on the show though, for real. Like,
Nola, why are you looking like that?
she was like, "Well, I talked to my daddy." Like, they was already divorced. Like during filming.
Yeah, and when she was bringing up the IVF,
it wasn't like the show made them
Yeah.
divorced. They was already divorced.
But they said this, like, somebody pointed it out, and then I had to go look at it. She was tweeting about it just a little bit before the show premiered. So Brooke is like, what the people said, she's no longer married. Duffy, they take it forever.
Married?
Huh?
Brooke is no longer married?
That's what I was talking about.
Yes, but her husband really did look very uninterested when she was talking about the IVF.
Brooke, mama, and daddy. I didn't know.
No, I was talking about Brooke. Somebody.
That's why I was making that fake. Don't you put them damn edges up here?
Oh my God! Why?
This is a look of a lie. Like,
oh my God! Take her off. Take her off.
Or Malaysia or the Queen. That's Malaya.
Y'all dogging her out. Why y'all talking about her? She's been here since the beginning.
That's Malaya.
Why y'all treating her like she just like somebody off the street? Like,
because that's what her wig looked like. That's
that
what the
wig
edges
don't
look
look like she been here since the beginning.
That wig looks like it's been here since the beginning. The beginning of time.
Confused as to why y'all are mad at her. Why Brandi has turned her back on. Brandi don't feel like. I don't feel like Brandi wants the friendship no more. Like,
no.
I think the idea of it was good for her, but I don't think that she actually wants it.
And British, because like I said, if Jennifer and that man are for real, and if y'all do what y'all talking about, don't come back on this show, because Brooke in that situation, they say the people have said they no longer together, and I learned that from the TikTok streets. Duffy ain't no wedding in sight, so I don't. Yeah, okay, so she's divorced. Yeah,
I thought Duffy was married. She's not married.
Wow, Brooke is divorced. Damn,
she's
that's
engaged.
crazy.
They're not married. They're engaged. They have been.
And he's trying to control her career, and they're not married.
Which is exactly why I was.
Duffy is not married to him. Like I said, but that man may not marry her.
For French.
Yes, that's why I
wouldn't have gave up my career and we're not married. No,
that's why.
Absolutely
and I think
not. Absolutely.
I think maybe she had a moment of clarity when she was on the stage and doing all that stuff. That's why I said a lot of them are miserable, and Doug and Jackie got to be going through something, because every episode Jackie got to mention how Doug is on the road and he not with her and he not by her side, and it's just like, okay, Jackie, if you gonna tell it, tell it. If you not, don't say nothing else, because I'm sick of the people not telling it what it is and then trying to goad us.
On ombre, I'm done.
Trying to goad us into staying around. And when it comes to British in that situation, and when it comes to British in that situation, I had a DoorDash. Yes, been engaged for a long time. When it comes to British in her situation, you committed fraud, ma'am. You have a long list of charges, and the feds are not going to come after you until they have everything they need to have on you, and you want me to feel bad for you, but I can't, because you had it, you got it, you have more than I do, you had it before I had, like, you had it, and you decided to commit fraud. Like, you had a good business plan with the vending
vending
machines, and a lot of people were like looking at it crazy, but I was like, airport, put it in the airport. You got a lot of these women.
Girl, airport. Girl, put it in the Walgreens. You know how many girls
That
get that late
too.
night call and their wig is busted?
Put it on the corner by the 24-hour store. That's
Hell no.
No.
Girl, they stealing ATMs. They gonna steal the hell.
Yes. Put it in like Walgreens or like
you gonna catch me on the camera with the holster to my back, and I got it hooked up trying to pull it. Like,
putting it in places where
y'all don't get involved in no type of fraud. I don't want to see nobody.
No. I'm just talking about stealing wigs from.
I don't want nobody in the chat going.
I'm not trying to defraud anybody. I'm just trying to steal a wig or weed from her vending machine.
I'm not putting nothing on your books. I'm not gonna visit you. I'm not sending thoughts nor prayers, but I will think about you. But I'm not sending thoughts.
And let's be clear on the situation. When I said she had it, I mean, lady, I got a DoorDash story very quickly. I used my last, because this like COVID time, just got back to school, working, paying my own tuition out of pocket. I'm not getting paid till next week. I'm using my last because I ain't got no groceries up in here in my apartment right now. I'm waiting on food stamps from Alaska. Okay, use my last.
Are you in Alaska right now?
No, my grandpa lives in Alaska.
Oh, okay.
But he sent me a food stamp card from Alaska.
Oh.
And I appreciate food stamps because I stocked my apartment up after.
Wait, but can you use I want to ask, like, would you be able to use the food stamp card from another place? Like,
yes.
Girl, so listen. Up your story.
Put me up on game. Let me know.
I did not know that. Like, if somebody lives in Vermont or something like that, they can send the food stamp card here and I can use it.
Listen, not to interrupt the store rant Ricardo's story, but you can use your food stamp card anywhere that's from the United States. Reason why I know, went on a trip to the Virgin Islands. We had rented a house. One of the girls on the trip was like, "Oh, girl, I got food stamps." So I was like, "But what we gonna do with that in the Virgin Islands?" The baby, when I tell you, we all went to the grocery store. Everybody was buying, to put in. Baby sister girl swiped her food stamps and it said approved. I said, "Well, girl, how much more stamps you got on there? Cause can you swipe my stuff and I just give you the cash?" And we was all the way in St. Croix, the U.S. Virgin Islands. And
I know you could use them out of.
I did not know that.
Yeah, you can use a lot of people if they
it
go
worked.
out of.
And when I first had my kids, and I was on the food stamps, baby, I used to go home to New Orleans to make my groceries because we have meat markets and they do buy one get one free special. So like if I bought $100 meat special, I left out with $200 worth of meat. I would buy my meat when I first got there, put it in my auntie deep freezer. When I got ready to go home, put it in those freezer bags that keep your stuff frozen, and drive back
to girl
with my stuff. Yeah.
You could use
them. I'm about to call my friends at Amsterdam. Like, express mail me your card.
No, not
in Amsterdam, in the country of the United States. It has to
be in a U.S. territory.
Oh, okay.
Right. So like the 50 states.
Yeah.
Like I heard in Amsterdam they get a lot. They was like they get a lot, like a food stamps. Like when they get, I was like,
they don't have to pay for education. They get free education, free healthcare.
Yeah.
We don't have like America. We don't have a lot of stuff. Other people.
That's why I'm moving. I want to move to Canada. I really want to get my Maine Coon cat and my otter and go to.
Hun is damn lying. She want to have this.
Yeah.
And now I want an otter because an otter is a new dog. I'm telling you, people are getting otters everywhere. They're the new dog.
But really quick, ranting. Like, do you have any final thoughts on the show? Because we got people lined up trying to get in.
Very quickly with the just giving the last of the story. Spent my last. They delivered my food to another building. Could not leave the building I was in to get it. And I understand if you need to do something because you ain't got nothing, but she had something. So British, you gonna do all of that fed time. I don't care what nobody say. She gonna do every single bit of that fed time. Even if she don't think she is, they gonna make you do it because you's a black woman in America, and they gonna make an example out of you. And when it comes to Jackie taking them to that little thing, let's be clear on something.
Hey, Zodiac.
It was for research and research only. She told y'all made a choice to go with her. I don't want to hear 2 words. I don't want to hear boo about it. And that's it. And I'm gonna go back to the chat.
Thank you.
No
Thanks,
problem.
Ranton, for stopping by.
And real quick before you leave, Ranton, did you do your Queens all the Queens men?
No, I'm gonna do it tomorrow because I said I'm not paying BET Plus that $9.99 a month unless somebody want to slide the password to me. I'm not playing with them people no more.
No, we share passwords over here. But Netflix.
Right.
Okay.
So
if somebody got a BET Plus,
I'll inbox you.
Okay. Because I was like, I want to watch it so badly because somebody dropped a few clips on TikTok.
Well, I think I got it on the Prime. I think I still got it up on Prime. I'll inbox you because I don't know how long it's going to stay in because I don't even know when the bills is due until my card
I'm not paying additional for no BET. I'm sorry.
No, I do. I pay BET Plus, but I don't even know until my card be like, you just
Tyler Perry stuff that we
it be like you just paid for BET Plus. I'm like,
wait a minute. Somebody want to share with me the password. I need to watch season 3 of Family Business.
I was like, who?
Ooh, and that season 3 was good. No,
send it to us in the DM. Send us the link to the pages. Let us know what's going on so we can report back. Look out for us. We on some British type of ish right now.
Right, we better hurry up because you see what Netflix is doing. They trying to charge an extra $2 for different homes.
No. But slide that over.
I might be on vacation. It's the summertime.
But thank you, Ranton, for stopping by.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I got it set for like maybe 6:30.
Okay.
I'll see y'all later.
Show, but you
have a good night.
Just to support.
Okay.
So we have a few people lined up. So we're gonna add California Cutie, who was in line. Hey, California Cutie.
Hey, Cece.
Hey, TGIF, y'all. What it do, booze? What y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Like I said, it's been a long week. It's been a long week.
Whew, you ain't
it's on
me
YouTube
nothing, bro.
TV. Are you telling me that the All the Queen's Men is on YouTube TV? Is that what you're saying? But
yeah, I never watched that show.
I haven't either. But Mason's saying it's good, and I need to watch it, but I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I just caught up on P Valley, and I'm traumatized.
I haven't caught up on P Valley. I sent you something
in the chat, Nola.
I was so stressed that last episode. I watched it last.
Leave something in the chat, in the group chat,
in the DMs.
Okay.
I know about what you're talking about, so I understand. But
don't do people.
No, send it to me in the DM. You gotta let me know.
I'm into
I'm on that British tonight. What do you want to say about the episode?
I would not go with Jackie nowhere. I don't care. I would let her go first, and then I'll be like, send me your location, and I'll meet you there. You ain't about to catch me up by myself. I'm gonna kill you. I'm about to come in my own car. Thank you. I'll meet y'all there because I don't trust it. I don't trust Jackie. She cray. British, boo. Praying for you, sis, because it looked like it's not gonna go well for her. If she did the crime, then I'm sure it shouldn't have been that of a surprise to her. But Prop Productions do it. So, but yeah, if she did that, she's going to have to do what she got to do. I feel bad for her. That's nobody wants to go to jail. That's just not the place to be. Brooke and her trying to get this, have her kids or have children and stuff. I'm trying to understand, why are you wearing all these little things to snatch your waist and all this, and you got your body all together, you of age, you have children, and I do understand that you want to have a kid with your fiance, boyfriend, husband, whoever he is. I'm saying, why don't you just don't go get a surrogate? Like, just go get a surrogate and knock all of it out. Get your egg, and do it.
He looked like he didn't want kids. Like when
and he sure did.
Tell him like, hey, we about to do IVF. It seemed like he wasn't really all that into it.
Yeah, he looked very uninterested. But maybe she should have probably started to go for it when her, like, because I think she was hanging out with, what's that, Raleigh. She was, at one time, she was hanging out with Raleigh and Nicki Minaj when Raleigh was pregnant and having her baby. Because I think.
But didn't Ali fall out with Nicki Minaj? Didn't they fall out?
Yeah, that was after. But at one point, all three of them was like hanging out together with their husbands.
I'm sorry, do not be friends with Ra Ali. Ra Ali fall out with.
And I think probably she should have got pregnant, tried to get pregnant then when everybody was.
Ra Ali fall out with she'll fall out with Jesus. Like
Ra Ali is a dude.
She'll fall out with herself.
Ra Ali, I'm gonna say Ra Ali has an attitude with herself. Like she's got issues with everybody.
Nobody, like you can't be nobody.
Right, she pass by the mirror and be like, "Bitch, I heard you was talking about me."
That part.
She can't be friends with. She fell out with Remy Ma, and they were supposed to be really good girlfriends.
They was.
But that's from when you pretending that you're really good girlfriends with everybody and you're not.
Yeah, I mean, but she act like she's a really good girlfriend. I think she's an undercover lesbo. I think that she really be.
I said she like for real. She reminds me of a dude.
But she's just one of those ghetto, like she just gives me like the ghetto.
Can't be a friend to nobody. Like y'all be really
very mixy, like the ghetto that I know everybody. I'm friends with everybody. I know her. She's my friend. That's my girl. I know her, and I be with her, and I knew her since we was 12. Like she just give me real ghetto. Like
I want to like her, but no, like you're a hood rat, and you cannot be a friend to nobody. And I still can't get past the way she snuck Sky at Diddy party.
Yeah, because she snuck because Sky washed and dried her at that Black Ink.
She washed and dried her on that.
She washed, dried, and rinsed her at that Black Ink. That's what happened. You ran down and got beat down.
It was a rinse because Raw was coming out with no shoes. Hair out,
but you walked in, like you ran up and got done up. That's what happened.
But I can't fool with Ra. I don't know how we start talking about Ra, but
no, because I said they were like all friends and they were all getting pregnant at the same time. I said maybe at
that's what she was trying to do.
I was surprised. Did Ra carry the baby full time?
Yeah, she had a girl. I think she ended up having a baby girl, if I'm not mistaken.
I was surprised, like the way she be acting, like throwing bottles and.
Because she got married. I think they got married around the same time, if I'm not mistaken.
Is she still married, Ra Ali?
I'm not sure. I didn't hear too much about it afterwards. After she had her baby, I think her baby, Nicki Minaj,
it's probably strong though.
Age, but I didn't hear anything else. Like you didn't hear anything else about her baby or whatever. She stayed real quiet.
You know what?
You say?
Well, maybe she's changing. Maybe she's a wife, a mother, and maybe she's trying to change her life.
She ain't changing her life, just like Sunday Carter, turning Muslim.
But she was down to Paris with Nicki Minaj. I think she's being security that Nicki Minaj's husband's on house arrest. Maybe she's being security.
I don't care.
No love. You don't care?
I don't care. How that TikTok go? Please don't think that I don't love you no more. It's not that. It's just
I don't care.
Please understand that I have done all that I can do. I've tried everything I've tried, and I don't care. Please understand that your willingness to not change is okay, and I've gone ahead and accept that. But no, I don't care. Like, I don't care.
But I don't understand how women want to go back and have babies after, like, Brooke is of a particular age. Brooke is like pushing 50.
Right. That's what,
like, girl, like, you're not Janet Jackson. You're not like, why are you trying to have, like, I do not get it. Like, your eggs is powder. Like just,
you know what?
Listen.
With IVF,
let me tell you something.
They can inseminate a child.
But it's just a lot of stress.
Let me tell you something. My youngest child is 9 going on 10. A month after I had him, I went get it taken care of. When I tell you tied, clipped, burned, and got coils blocking my tubes. Oh, baby. Y'all want to see this face on the news for a crime of passion?
Nola said her club has a bulletproof shield.
Let me go to the doctor and they tell me I'm pregnant. Jessica Lee, I am coming for you because I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Listen, I don't understand. I don't want to start all the way back over. And my youngest child, like I said, will be 10 in December. Girl, if I was even if I wasn't protected like that, you know what I'm saying? And I went to the doctor, girl, you talking about depression? Y'all be looking for me because I be
and now you can't get no abortion.
Not
now
disappeared.
Yeah, you can't get no abortion now. You gotta
off
keep
the internet. No God.
So now you just a senior citizen pregnant.
And
just
then
to just say,
and then I think like that is not fair to the child. Okay, that's not fair to the child because first of all, you setting them up to be teased. Because when you come on Mother's Day, they're gonna be like your grandmother came.
Grandma here.
You know what I'm saying? That's first of all. You setting them up to be teased, walking up in there looking like the great grand and you the parent.
No, because you know, even if you don't,
if you don't and you look good,
it's still a problem because, like, I honestly, because my kids is suffering right now because I'm at the point I don't want to go out nowhere. I don't want to go to your friends' parties. I don't want to go sit at the, the functions and talk with the parents and do all that type stuff now.
Stop attacking Q for not showing her face on camera. She don't have to show her face.
Q?
And
they in the comments asking Q why she anonymous.
As you get older,
at this point, Q does not have to show nothing because being that I had the wrong Q is good over here.
And being when you get, let's just be real. Everybody don't have the Angela Bassett, Lisa Ray, J-Lo 50-year-old bodies. You know what I'm saying? But as you get older,
Lisa Ray in the
70s, you might develop something and leave that child who's still going through high school and college alone. Oh, because you was having babies.
Hey, so
I'm gonna give me a hobby. I'm gonna give me a hobby and travel. I'm not gonna.
No, the thing is, Nola. The thing is, her husband, her boyfriend, the other guy. I think his life flashed across his face when she was talking. He started thinking about who about to carry this baby around, like after the baby's born. Like, oh man, our whole lifestyle change. Like they can get up and go right now. When you have a baby, you can't just get up and go.
And a lot of women do not know that men do not be wanting these babies. Yeah, and I don't know who told men.
If they don't love you,
I don't know, like men, especially black men, they got this idea in their head that women, like black women, like to hear them say, "I want you to have my baby," and black women just swoon and good.
Let me raise my hand.
If you tell me that you want me to have your baby, I'm leaving. I'm running. Like after I get up,
raise my hand.
It's over.
Y'all do not take sex talk seriously.
Right.
Do not ask me about anything that I said while we was in relations and asking me to agree to what I said during that time. Please do not ask me to come back.
I need to know, like, who told
what I said
black men this?
XYZ. He just talking.
First of all, I don't even understand why
we don't want you to have
this baby.
I take that as a threat. If you tell me, "Oh God, I want you to have my baby," why the hell are you threatening me? Like I'm out of here. Like it's over.
That's sex talk in relations.
May, you know we gotta do our role play like we always do, girl.
Right.
Go ahead and tell me you want me to have your baby while we're in the middle of relationship.
Oh Lord,
Nola, I want you to have my baby. I want you to be right.
I gotta go.
Right.
I'm Colonel.
And y'all be in the moment like, yeah, but
but women get open over that. Like, oh my God, he said he want me to have his baby. Are you stupid? Are you crazy? He's trying to say.
You left, Chris. You left. You left, and you came back. Thanks for coming back.
Oh Lord, Sean said she wanna after dark with
us. They taking babies away.
Right, because it was definitely on accident. If I'm getting it was an accident. It was definitely on accident. It was not on purpose.
We need to do it after dark. We need to do it after dark for real. I think we should do it after dark.
Yeah, I'm ready for that. I'm down.
I'm down.
But I need to know, like, what can we not talk about? What can we not talk about? Because we're on this platform. What can we do? What can we not do? You know what I mean? But I think that every time
we may have to do the after dark or Nola's channel. I don't know if we could do it like because if we not monetized, I think because we can't have a private like members only.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So we need like a members only because I need to tell y'all because I could tell y'all some story.
We we can have a PG nightcap.
Can you see me?
Yes,
sorry,
we
y'all.
can see you now.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all.
Where's your doggy?
She's downstairs. I'm upstairs in my room.
Oh.
My Nova, my big girl. She, even though she only one and a half.
Yes, I think that's a good idea, y'all. I think we should do an after dark video.
Don't tell me you want no babies, sir.
I would love
especially
to.
when this vagina is over 40. It is blowing dust at this point, and it is not gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you,
Stop it.
I think I'm dusty at this point. Like, I'm not trying to have no babies. My eggs.
That don't make it dusty. That don't make it dusty.
I hope
That's
I
got for the moment. That's for the moment. That's for the fantasy. You know, when you have relations, y'all talking to each other. I like to communicate personally.
So now finding out
we communicating. We just talking. It's just talking. That's it.
That ain't the kind of talk I want to hear.
No, but even after the sexual activity, men think it's
my name all day long.
To tell women, especially black women, I want you to be my baby mother. Basically, I want you to be my baby mother.
He's saying that he think you so beautiful that he want to make you pregnant and have his baby.
No, you trying to trap me.
But he doesn't mean that in the moment. He just saying
no. He only means it in the moment. He only means it
forever.
No, he only means it in the moment.
Yeah,
he don't mean it after the moment.
But men say it afterwards. Because I broke up with like 2 guys and I stopped dealing with them because they said like, y'all want you to have my baby. What? And then I was like,
So was it at the same time? Or
no, it was after, like, you know, like regular conversation. Like, I want you to have my baby, and I think they thought I was supposed to be gushing, like swooning. I'm bring back the word.
That could be romantic. If
like I was supposed to be like, oh my god, this guy wants me to have his baby. I'm gonna be a queen chicken head. Like I thought, like what did you think that I was supposed to say? Like I'm not a bird. Like that's not gonna turn me on. That's not gonna make me want you. Like that's gonna make me run.
If I was really into somebody, they can say whatever they want to say when we have a relations.
I'm out of here.
Okay, yeah, whatever.
Relations over.
Shady, I know how you Pisces are. My older kid's father is a Pisces. So I already know.
It's like
I know y'all only in the moment, and I know y'all like brighter and shinier things after the fact. We get it.
He lives for the moment.
We are the moment.
But here's my thing though, like the man didn't even look like he was gung ho and excited.
Hey, bro.
He didn't even look like he was gung ho and excited about the IVF process. So here's my thing. Listen. I don't care who you are, in the moment of passion, not in the moment of passion. Don't tell me about you won't have no baby. And damn sure don't impregnate me. I went through it 3 times getting up in the middle of the night by myself, changing them diapers because you tired, you got to go to work. I'm still on maternity leave. I'm not signing up for that shit again. I love my kids and would do it all over for the 3 I got. But for a new one, no God. No, I don't want to do that. And most men don't do that. Most men don't get, like, even when you take it to the other shows that we watch, like Sonya's husband wants her to have a baby. Meanwhile, he wants to continue going off and being off in Texas, which leaves all of the duties to fall on her mammy, and her sister and them who living in the house. Like, no, if you're not going to be here to help change a shitty diaper, if you're not going to be here to wake up in the middle of the night, like if I can't lay there and pretend I'm sleeping, you going to get up like men do to us?
Powder.
Leave me the hell alone.
She said, powder.
You gotta think about
it sometimes.
I'm too old to be pretending I'm asleep somewhere.
Talking about doing it.
But Nola, you gotta think about it sometimes. Other than that, like my ex-girlfriend, like I this is why I just don't even deal with this anymore, because my ex-girlfriend, she went and had an abortion. She never even told me about it until after she had it. Actually, I found out from my best friend that she had an abortion. Like, I like it's even like now, like I'm getting emotional even about it. Like I'm about to look in tears.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I was so mad about it because like she could have told me about it, but she was so afraid of her parents that she did not even have it. To me, I would be the best parent I could ever be. But you made a decision for me and not for us.
Yeah.
She was like, well, I gotta finish school. I said, you could have finished school, girl. I would have took care of that baby and we would have been cool. But you never even talked to me about it. This one of my worst experiences in life was this. And I remember because my homegirl, she had a baby at the same time, and we had came back from the club, and I picked up her baby, and like I was holding this baby, like it was traumatizing for me because I was just like, yo, like you never even gave me an opportunity to be a parent or to step up and say like I'm the man to do something. Like I get that people that guys ain't always reliable, but sometimes you gotta give people the opportunity to be available. And with her,
that
like
was messed up.
That
I
was
know.
messed
You
up
got
of
her
her
phone number?
because she could have
Yeah,
told
that
you.
was sad. She should have
I'll
told
call
you.
her right now.
She
She
should have
on her
told you
phone
what
like
was
she
going
I
on.
can give you her number right now because I
But
still
at the
have
same
it.
time, you can't beat yourself up over that. You got to move
Right.
forward. That was
Y'all
not a
don't
good
y'all don't
decision.
understand like how much
You
I
do
do
not.
till this
Yeah.
day. I still beat myself up about that part. Like it
It
makes
was
me
out of
so
your
sad.
control. You did not know about it. So
Yeah.
you cannot beat yourself up over it. You did not know
she
about it.
trash for that.
She was pregnant.
I knew that she was pregnant though. I knew it was from me,
You
and
knew it was yours?
I knew it was mine. Like I knew that. And when my best friend told me that, because I knew when we had sex the night that we did, like I knew we couldn't find the condom, and so it was
Mm-hmm.
gone. And when she kept saying that, she was like she had all the symptoms of being pregnant, and so my best friend, they lived together at the time, and so when I guess she found out that she had an abortion. She never told me about it. I thought that she was actually going to have the baby, and then my best friend was like, she was talking about it, and I walked because they were like they live on the top floor, but I could walk into my best friend's window and like we can talk or whatever. So I heard her talking about it, and like literally like y'all like I'm sorry.
Don't
Oh,
get
that's
upset. I
terrible.
don't want you to get upset.
Yeah.
When I heard her talking about it, like it was like it didn't even matter to her. Her parents, her being afraid of her parents was worse than us having this baby together. And I hate that. Like to me, I was like happy, like, you know what? We've been dealing with each other for like 2 or 3 years. And she never gave me an opportunity to say yes or no, or what are the options of this or whatever. Like she could have finished school up and like, listen, give me the baby, do your thing, girl. Like I would have supported her. And I think to me, that's why I really don't even want to deal with girls like that, like in a romantically situation, because like the way she did that part for me was like the worst.
That's
Yeah.
just that girl though. There.
She was
Don't.
she had issues, and
Yeah.
obviously she can deal with her issues, and she took it out on the situation.
And a lot of times people are scared. Like he said, she probably was
Okay,
scared
but
of
be
parents.
She was
scared,
But it be
definitely.
those, it be those
She was.
Christian men
listen,
who
be
mess
scared,
around.
but though talk to the person that you are
Yeah, she should have just let you
created
know.
to
Like,
you
look,
though. And to me, like I'm the best nigga you can do this with. Like I'm
But
hands
she.
down, I'm that guy. Like give it to me. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
It hurts me like when I even talk about this, and I rarely talk about it, but when I talk about this, like y'all, it hurts me so much because I really wanted that baby for real. Like I would have been the best father that would ever happen on this earth to me. And she never gave me the option. Like it was her decision. And I get it. It's her body. Like I get it.
But
But
she should have let you know that she was pregnant and what she was considering at the time. Know your
yeah,
mule if you're trying to say something.
I was saying, yeah, like let me don't make the decision for me.
yeah,
Don't take that away for me, because at the end of the day, this wasn't just your child. And I will say, I believe you would have been a great father, but there,
right.
unfortunately, bro, and I'm just being real. Unfortunately, there are not many men like you who would step up and want to do that or even be a part of the situation. They don't care.
Right.
Right. But the light at the end of the tunnel is that now you have the chance, you work with children, and being that you had that missed opportunity, you probably poured yourself into these kids more.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Like
I
you
do it
do.
on purpose.
It's not your
I do
fault.
it on purpose
It's
though.
not your
But
fault though. It's
my
not.
Yeah.
thing is like those ain't my kids though, for real. Like
Yeah.
Oh, like for real.
But that doesn't mean you will not have kids in the future. But
So, Deb, was this? How long ago was this?
I don't even know, to be honest. But my thing is, it's like I was ready for that, and like, what she stole from me, like it hurted me to the hilt, like. And I know y'all were talking about that's why I even came up here, but like that shit hurt me for real.
Mm-hmm.
I hated her for that. Like, she doesn't understand that. It wasn't because I was gay or nothing like that. It was because like, we did this together.
She knew what it was when she
already
got
knew the possibilities. We stopped having sex with condoms for almost months. Like, we knew what the possibility was. Like, give me that. You know what I'm saying? And tell me about it. And you never even told me. Like, my friend told me about that shit. Like, it was
that's horrible.
That's the part that hurt the most.
Mm-hmm.
And like, people don't like, people be like, it's a woman's choice. Okay, it's a woman's choice, but like, tell me about it. Like, sometimes it does hurt the guy. Sometimes.
Yeah, because you do deserve the option to have your say.
And
I would have understood. I would have understood her explaining it to me. Like, just tell me why you doing it. But like, you not even let me have the opportunity to say, yo, if this does happen, like, because this has happened, like, what are our options outside of you just getting rid of it? Like, to me,
I mean,
it wasn't fair.
Don't have nobody thinking they about to have a baby and you still pregnant and you walking around here and you done terminated the pregnancy.
That's horrible. Oh man,
that's trifling as fuck.
But you cannot hold that burden for the rest of your life. You gotta. I hope that you heal from this.
I hear you, Shady, but like,
I know it's not easy. It's not.
Yeah,
I do. Like, to me, like, I hold that, and like, I probably shouldn't even come up here, but
no,
I hold that for me. Like, I hold that for real. I hold that every day. Like, I hate that.
Yeah, because it's the could have been. Like, what could have been. Yeah,
I get it. But you can't hold that. I feel like you're holding that on yourself, and you're holding it as a burden, and you're looking at it as a what if, and you can't look at it that way because it was out of your control. It was out of your control.
But I will say this, dude. Speaking as somebody who would have had a 21-year-old son, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you feel, all right, let me get my thoughts together. When you know you have a child on the way, you feel one or two ways. Either you happy about it or you're not happy about it. You may be nervous about it, but you may be happy about it. And once your mind has attached to, I am happy about this, I want my child, you can't tell somebody that they can't hold it or can't go through it, because you grieve the process of a child. You wonder, because as the years go, when you was excited about it, you wonder what your child will be doing, where your child will be at. You know what I'm saying? It's the grief. It's the grief. You know what I'm saying? It is definitely a grief. Is it the same grief as a parent who held their baby and watched their child grow up, and now your child gone before you because we supposed to bury our children and not our children bury us? No, but it's still a grief. You still wonder about those milestones. I get it. You still wonder about those
she
milestones.
She could have lived her life, and like, I would have been.
And it's the fact that, and I think for Deb, it's not just the fact that he's grieving the loss of his child. It's the fact that you didn't even have the decency to tell me what you was going to do. It's the fact that you took my part in the decision away. Because at the end of the day, if she was afraid of her parent and she wanted to walk away, she could have walked away and signed over her rights to him and gave him his baby. Or he could have been supportive about the decision, but include the same way we was in that bed together making this baby, include me in the decision.
Possibilities. We knew the possibilities.
You know what I'm saying? You wasn't afraid of your parents. You wasn't that afraid of your parents.
Whose feedback is that?
I think that's Thick Girl.
That's Thick Girl. You got some feedback. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of feel like, yeah, when I got pregnant, my daddy is a pastor and my mama was heavy in the church. Was I afraid to tell them? Hell yeah. But eventually, you know what I'm saying? I had to. You don't have no choice. But it wasn't fear of what they was going to do to me. It was fear of disappointing them. I was 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I was I was woman
She
enough
had
to
to,
get that good
because she had
jug.
to disappoint her parents. Like she could have had the baby, and that would have been cool. Like finish your shit. Like do your thing. That's the kind of man that I am for real. Like
I mean, once again,
the
stand
way
on it
the
for what
way
it
the way
is.
the way that it works to us, like you don't have no say so. And I know that people be talking about all the time, but that hurts a lot. Like for people like guys who want to, I didn't. She didn't have to do nothing. She could have had the baby and then go into our business. And when she got ready to go back, like it would have been cool for me. Like I wouldn't even had to care. I wanted to do like I wanted that, and it just turned me off. Like it was like you never even talked to me about it. You never said nothing to me about it. I know that I knew what happened the night that it happened, but like the in full process, it was like it was like I didn't matter, you know.
I
And
get it.
I hate talking about this stuff
But
because
I feel like I feel like you really got to get it out to heal, and I think that it's part of the healing process. And I feel like after talking about it with other people, you can get it out of your system because when it's on your spirit, you got to let it go.
yeah,
And I just want to let you know that we live in the same city. We still haven't met up and seen each other. So if you ever need to talk or anything like that, just let me know because I'm here for everybody.
And then
nah,
I
that's
That
feel
part.
like
cool.
this
We can, that's
sometimes,
cool.
and not we developing our relationship. You know what I'm saying? We're all developing our relationship and growing as brothers and sisters. So we don't know everybody background. You know what I'm saying? Just
Right.
like somebody in the chat may put something, but it's somebody who always in the chat. It make us feel, you know what I'm saying, some type of way.
Cute.
But we don't know all of each other's background and history. And who knows, it's certain things in life that you go through. Like for me, y'all looking at somebody that suffered with depression since they was 14 years old. Somebody who been epileptic since they were born. You know what I'm saying? Like that's rough. That's rough on my mental, that's rough on my body. You know what I'm saying? And so having my kids, and some people gonna get it and some people not gonna get it, and it's okay. But having my kids like kind of gave me a will when I was not feeling certain things. You know what I'm saying? Not wanting to be here, not wanting to go on. Like I'm tired. I'm tired of my body going through this. I'm tired of feeling sick. I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of doing that. Like having your kids, that's a whole different type, especially if you're the type of parent that's dedicated and loving and you truly want to build that bond and have that relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, y'all don't know that feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like when I had to go to the hospital today, my kids was at the house. Yeah, they called me and check up on me. My son been right up under me since I've been back home. Like there has been, besides talking to y'all, you know what I'm saying? There has been the highlight that I've been having over this past month of being sick and going through what I'm going through. And I'm saying that to say you never know why a person want something. You know what I'm saying? To us, it may feel like, oh, get over it, or let it go, or don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But you never know why they need it. Like for me, like I was telling Shady, you know what I'm saying? Like my daughter, you know what I'm saying? Even California cutie, and down to some people in the chat, like, man, get off of here. We gonna be here. Let it go. You know what I'm saying? Let it go. Like we gonna be here, heal. But I've been working since I was 15 years old. I can't work. I can't do nothing. I just sit up in here all day. I'm in Houston by myself. All my family is in New Orleans, besides my mama who lives in Atlanta, who's working, so she'll be able to help me if my leave isn't approved in time for them to pay me so I can pay my bills and keep a roof over my kids' heads. So she's not able to come. I'm out here sick, frustrated. California cutie can tell y'all I went to the doctor for one thing earlier. They sent me to the emergency room only for me to find out I got something else on top of what I already got going on with my body. Like I literally call her crying. I'm frustrated. Getting on here, it's like y'all have been my support and my comfort while I'm going through this because I don't have nobody else. So You never know what somebody needs. You know what I'm saying? To get them through their day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You never know what somebody gonna
What's
need. And
therapeutic
I
for
think
some
Deb would
people?
have been a good. I think Deb would have been a good father. And I think he's still holding on to it and carrying it because he didn't have a
Yeah, Ray
decision in
Ray.
the matter, so he couldn't come to terms with it. And it's hard to come to terms with something when you didn't have no decision in it. You didn't have no part in it. You didn't get a chance to
Right, because you're
secure
gonna
your
always live
ends.
with the what ifs, the what ifs, the what
Right,
ifs, the what ifs.
right. It's easier if you are part of a decision about something that's going to affect your life so deeply. It's easier to move on from that because you made that decision so you can deal with and live with your decision. You've been able to weigh your options. When somebody take that away from you, that's fucked up and it sits on your mind. Especially something about having a child. That's a life-changing event. And then the fact that you made the decision without me, and then you didn't even tell me. You are woman enough to let me know you did it. I had to hear it from somebody else. It's fucked up.
It is.
That's sad. Real quick, I want to thank Chris Maxwell for holding it down in the chat because he's been holding it down in the
Thanks,
chat.
Chris, for all your support. I saw you holding us down in the chat with all the messages. We are going to take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to add Thick Girl back on the panel to share what she has to say about this the episode. I think we've been having a really good discussion. We get on here, we talk about life, like we talk about things that's really going on in people's lives. So I think I feel like I'm connected with everybody because we're all sharing real stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna need a commercial break because So Deb done, he done got me emotional.
Yes, we definitely
do.
do.
I gotta go get in my wig. Commercial break.
We gotta go up under each other's wigs. So we're gonna go on commercial break and then we'll be right back.
Hey guys, hope you're having a good time. By the way, don't forget, hit that like button. And if you're liking, you might as well subscribe. And drop a comment below. Come on guys, let's get into it. Hey guys, hope you're having a good time. By the way, don't forget, hit that like button. And if you're liking, you might as well subscribe. And drop a comment below. Come on guys, let's get into it.
Hey y'all, we're back. We just got into some really deep discussion as we was talking about basketball wise, and we just went on into something else. But we are back. I want to thank everybody who is in the chat. I also want to thank Thick Girl who has been waiting to join us. Hey, Thick Girl.
Hey y'all.
Is that Sheree?
I can't tell.
Oh, that's Tammy.
No, that's Tammy.
That's
Y'all had me back in too.
Heavily edited Tammy picture. Like she edited.
Dang shady. Dang shady.
Heavily
Don't
edited.
do that to her.
You know, Tammy.
That's her. That's how she's back before she start losing her weight again.
Somebody check out Tammy new show because
Tammy is a beautiful woman.
Tammy got a hit on her hands.
Did y'all say
Tammy was bomb?
Wasn't it Evelyn who said she looked like two candlesticks burning in the sun? Or was
Evelyn can't talk.
Tammy
Evelyn
used to look good, right?
Tammy's a cutie
She
pie.
got two crab legs.
Tammy's looking like a lot.
She walking on two crab legs. so she can't
We're not
talk.
gonna do that. That lady suffer from body dysmorphia.
I'm talking
she got
about
some. She
Evelyn
talking
is
about
walking on two
Evelyn.
crab legs. I'm taking
Oh,
up
oh,
for
I
Yeah.
Tammy.
oh
You know I
no,
don't play with Tammy.
Tammy
I'm talking about
slander.
Tammy.
No, you
Tammy
know
loves crab
we
legs.
here when it comes to Tammy. We
Yeah,
don't
but
play.
even
We
with her
we
body
well,
dysmorphia, Tammy's still a
Listen,
beautiful woman. She still look good.
I like Tammy sometimes, but she was a
exactly.
bully. She was a bully. Like, let's keep
Put
it.
this thing on pause. Put it on pause.
Why you gotta hold your hands out?
Let's
Get
bring
off
out the
ball.
claws, baby.
Yeah.
Let's bring out the claws, cause I've been watching.
Evelyn was a damn bully too. Evelyn
I've been
was a
watching
bully as
Basketball Wives
well.
in Miami, and Tammy has always been a bully on this show.
And
Always.
and Evelyn has as
But you
well.
know, Tammy got to be the bully
We
because
talk about Tammy. We talk about Tammy.
let me tell you
And
something.
we're and I'm
Shawnee
talking about
brought her down
Evelyn.
to
And
the
I'm talking about
Shawnee brought her down
Evelyn.
to the basketball wives with that stiff wig, that $10
Let me tell
dress.
you-
I will never be over the Tahiti
Let
trip
me
when
tell
you
y'all
threw
something
that
right
girl
now.
Keisha Poole. You took that girl purse and took it to your hut.
Well, you gotta watch Carlos King interview with her because
I
it
gotta
was a
watch
scheme
that.
that's all set up. It wasn't
I
in
gotta
real.
watch
Why
that.
you mad at it?
I gotta watch it too. I haven't heard of or
Exactly.
she
seen.
talks about that. She
Even
talks
so,
about that.
Deb had to. As it said, so even so, Deb has crossed over. Yes, even so, Deb has crossed over. And you know, last
I
week
didn't cross over.
he
I
was
did not
we
cross
wasn't
over
even
What do
on
you
the
mean
now.
by
same side of the
crossover? What do you mean
street.
by crossover?
Listen,
I'm
don't.
gonna let
I'm
y'all
not. I'm
That
not.
after
I'm not
that
gonna sit up and see your
interview,
lies. I'm not
after the
sitting to see your
interview with
lies.
Carlos King, he sees another whole side to
Trust me,
Tammy. Yes,
girl. I'm
she's
not gonna sit
To
up and
messy,
see your
me,
and we
lies
all
now.
for
know.
me, for me,
But she
Tammy always
deserves
been the one that
everything
was
she
down to
got.
earth. Tammy was always the one that was down to earth. She never let no
Yes,
money
thank you.
get in the way. She never thought, oh, I'm
You know why?
the
Because
finest
Tammy
bitch
from the
walking.
book. Tammy
You
Yeah,
is
better
I
from
love
the
say
it.
it.
book.
Still,
You
y'all
Yeah,
know
better
what I
say
like
it.
about Tammy?
that's what I liked about Tammy. She was down to earth, and she
Let
Yes,
me
like a
say,
roundaway girl,
Tammy
cool,
Was she
from
cool
the
though?
as
book.
fuck.
yes.
Was she though?
Tammy is Skeletor
You
somebody
know
in the
what?
face.
Still,
Yeah,
y'all
to
do
me,
right by Tammy. Everything you
Or was
touch.
and
she
y'all,
acting?
come
Or
on.
was she? Or was she acting?
Okay,
No,
she
Let me
might have
let
been.
let me
Like
let y'all know right
Evelyn.
now.
We were talking about production earlier and how they
Let me
have
let
heavily edited
wait,
and
wait.
produced this show. It seems like everything has been orchestrated by production, but I think
Mm.
it looked like Nola is in timeout. Let's go to see what Nola got.
I'm gonna let y'all
No,
know
she
right
putting
now.
you in timeout.
I'm in
I'm
timeout.
letting y'all know. No, I'm telling everybody time out. I'm gonna let y'all know next week when we on my channel. If y'all get up there with the Tammy
I'm gonna
slander,
talk about Tammy. I'm gonna talk about
if
Evelyn.
you
I'm
get
gonna talk
up
about
there with
I'm
the
guns
Tammy
a blazing
slander,
coming with Tammy
you
Slender.
will be
Ooh, that's
removed
cold.
from the stream for 5 minutes.
will be the
And
first
then I'm gonna
time.
let you back
I've been
up so you
removed
can
He said,
before.
finish
I've been
off the show.
retrograded
I've been
before.
removed.
I've been retrograded before.
That's
So you
cold.
can
Do you do Brandy Slender on your channel?
No, we don't. I
No,
like Brandy.
I don't slander Brandy. I
Yes,
Okay,
we
never
then
said
I
do.
can
her
keep
Yes,
it
stay on
we
cute
your
then.
I
do.
just
channel.
don't like
We
Brandy because
slender
she's acting like a
Brandy. We've been
stalker.
slandering Brandy
I can
all
keep it cute
season.
The
then.
same opinion we have on your channel,
No,
told Deb, is the opinion we have on
opinion
Nola's
is still the
channel.
same. I want her to stop
Well,
I
that's
using
don't
Brandy
wasting that
Slender.
opinion.
energy.
I don't. I
But
don't.
see, that's Brandy slander, sis. See, because we not so dead, Brandy. We slandering
If
her,
you don't do Brandy Slender,
even
I
though
want
we
Brandy
saying she
Slender.
cool, and we just want her to stop talking
Tammy
about
is
her and
trash. I just want to say that.
Malaysia,
Malaysia or like
Malaya,
Quisha.
Liar.
Or like Quisha.
Malaya.
Malaya
LaQuisha.
is
Still
I
being
like
trash.
I
LaQuisha.
like that one. LaQuisha.
Malaya said that y'all been disrespectful. Y'all been disrespecting
But
her.
he still
Yeah,
came over a little to the channel. He good.
Listen to
I
Tammy
can
do
take
her
you a little
interview
bit more
on
now.
with Carlos King. It did get some insight on a lot of things. I will say that. But that
Okay.
doesn't excuse like Quisha or Malaysia, whatever you want to call her, or Little Black Box, whatever one you want to call her. Doesn't excuse her from that. To me, Carlos King made it clear that without a Tammy or without a Evelyn, it don't work.
that's
So true.
very, very true. But at the same time, you can't get mad at production and be like, they made me when you chose to cut the food on the camera.
Well, tell that to like
Way to
Quisha.
go.
Tell that to like Quisha.
You chose. We said it earlier. It felt like she was set up by production because how all of a sudden you link up with the girl who slept with Angel Brink's baby dad. Like how
Like Quisha
did
don't
that
believe
happen?
in it.
LA is not that small where you just all of a sudden link up with somebody who got a connection with the girl in the group. Production shut
Well, maybe they're trying to say like the basketball circle is small, like the
It is small.
But they don't just fuck basketball. I mean, they don't just deal with basketball players. They deal with a lot.
They have children and things with basketball
players. The initial, the premise of the show was people who was affiliated with basketball.
So, like, quick shit, they remember when January came on the show when that happened?
When who?
When January came on the show and Jackie
I
made.
remember. But Jackie
he liked Malaysia, but I can't tell, child.
Come on and then act like that. This Ashley thing is different. Like, it don't make sense.
Mm-hmm. But Angel allows it to. She let it rouse her, and that's why they keep doing it. Production feels like, oh, this is gonna get her out of her.
I don't understand why her pregnant behind is so worried about.
And he dead? Isn't he dead?
No,
that's not the same.
No.
Yeah. I'm about to say, if he dead and gone,
well,
and
still, she got a whole pregnant by a whole nother man. So why do she kiss her
baby?
Why should that make her upset?
It makes her. You know why?
Why should that make her upset? If
it's bringing up
you had him so bad.
It's bringing up old feelings, and sometimes that's when we don't get over it. Some people we just don't get over it, and depending on how much she was in love with that guy.
Yeah, and also
how they broke up.
With a nigga like Rockstar, you would think about the other man.
Anybody single mom though. That's the thing. Single mom, no single mom.
True.
And we're not gonna pretend like that's not a single mother talking to single mother.
Yeah, but you can see by Angel, she seems like really desperate for a relationship, desperate to say she has a man. So maybe we don't know how her and Tariq broke up. You understand? So maybe he broke up with her. And she wanted that relationship, and now you
cheating on her,
girl.
He was cheating on her.
And side-eyeing her like, you ruined my life.
He was cheating on her.
I have to be laid up with this woman, and now I'm laid up with this young lady because of you. You took my man.
Exactly, and now I'm stuck with Rockstar.
Take your man. You got to do what you got to do.
And now I'm with Rockstar, and I'm mad as hell because don't nobody want to be with Rockstar.
Right, and then you got
cartoon character. He need to be on Cartoon Network.
He need to be a Sesame Place.
He definitely be showing out for the cameras. I mean, when he was kissing on and my baby, oh, you're glowing. I said, shut your stupid ass up.
Right,
she is not fucking glowing right now. Shut your ass up. She's ready for bed. Shut your ass up. Right. He makes me so mad. He irritates the shit out of me.
They're pretending to try to kiss her stomach. I was like, oh my God.
That's what I said. He turns it on for the camera. He turns it on for the camera.
Let me kiss my brother. Boy, Richard Pryor.
Right.
You are not Richard Pryor. You are not Eddie Murphy. Shut up. You're not funny. You're funny looking.
That part.
Off my
I don't even think
camera.
I don't think
you know what he looked like? I'm gonna tell y'all what he looked like. Don't he look like Jim Carrey as the mask? As the mask.
Ooh,
as the mask.
I didn't say that.
He looked like Jim Carrey as Vera from In Living Color.
He opened his mouth.
And that too. That's funny.
He is definitely giving Vera.
Fire Marshal Bill. I mean, the way
what do y'all think about British? What do y'all think about British and her indictment with IRS?
What is that noise?
Somebody's phone sounds like.
I think it's bigger because she vibrates.
I'm trying to ignore it.
Somebody trying to call you while you on the live.
Is that your baby daddy calling?
That's like Quisha
no, baby. My baby is 15 years old. My baby is 15 years old. That baby daddy shit don't work no more.
Right?
That don't work. Like, who said I look like a Muppet?
You're right. That was him.
Had to be. Tamar crying on that because I'm gonna just be the Lonnie and look at you.
That sound like we should alert.
The look.
I would just look at you like, oh, you cry.
Are you guys ready for the Love and Hip Hop shows that's about to come back on?
I ain't even looked at the damn preview yet.
We on Basketball Wives. Let's stay on court.
I can talk about Atlanta or Love and Hip Hop briefly, but I want to see.
I still haven't even seen the preview.
It looks like it. They just show the characters that's going to be on it, but I have to see what they bring because they haven't been on the past few years.
They're trying to bring New York to Atlanta. Oh my God!
I think New York. I need Yandy to get out of Atlanta. I don't want to see Yandy and Mendeecees. I don't want to see them in Atlanta.
Yeah, they did in Atlanta.
Y'all are not Atlanta. Y'all are not.
They was utilizing a lot of their time. They were showing Yandy a lot, and that's funny that Ray J is now going to be
Yandy's
on
still
Miami.
in Atlanta though.
He was on Miami last season.
I know. I'm saying that to say, I feel like when they do that, it
makes something about that Yandy I don't like. Yandy.
But now they're bringing New York back though.
Who did we lose? California Kid? No.
That was Thick Girl. Thick Girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
She might.
Yandy got it.
But moving back.
Yeah, to basketball.
To the IRS lawsuit. We moving on to about 12:30, and I got it's getting late.
Yeah, it's Friday. You got other plans. You got other plans. Oh, okay.
I gotta finish watching the Game of Thrones. I've been up for 3 days.
This your first time watching Mace?
No, I watch it repeatedly, but being that House of Dragons is coming out, I like to watch the whole series.
Okay.
I watched one of your videos where you showed the guy get his neck cut.
Oh my God, that's one of my favorite parts. When I walked up to him, Littlefinger, he was sitting there trying to lie, and Littlefinger, that's what she said.
But I thought the gore.
And then he brings her, and then she just
like gore, so I don't watch a lot of stuff.
Oh my God, I love it. The way they be chopping up bodies. Oh my God, it just.
I don't know. The gore kind of.
Oh God, I can't. I love it.
It's impressive.
I'm weird.
It's very impressive.
But it looked really real when she sliced his neck. It looks
that's why I said that. It's very impressive the way they do it.
Yeah. She really sliced his neck. But
when the Dothrakis came in and they came in with their curved knives on them horses and they jumped up on them horses and they were just chopping bodies up and heads was flying. Oh my God, I was just so excited.
I got it started. I'm sorry.
I did see that clip when Nick sliced his neck, but
yeah. Oh my God, I was so excited.
With British, like, what do y'all feel about her facing these charges? Do you feel like she's a good mother for trying to do something better for her family, or do you think she's trash for putting herself in jeopardy to lose her freedom, and now her child has to go to her reckless baby dad and live over there and not be taken care of properly? Like, what do you think?
I need some more information.
I'm gonna drop down, y'all, because I need to make my pancakes, but I'm gonna watch
it. But yes, thanks for coming.
Thank you, so Dad.
Hey, we love you, Dad.
Yes.
And what's going on, California cutie? Like, I wanted to talk to you all the time, but love you. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right.
Thanks for coming.
Bye.
So yeah, for me, I need a little bit more information on the whole situation before I just say that she went too far, or I don't know the situation. I don't know why she would do what she did. If she gives me a good explanation, then I can make my decision. But for right now, I'm just praying everything goes right, because I wouldn't want to be facing no Fed time. Because it's just not a good look, and she's scared shitless, and I would be scared shitless too. So yeah, no, I'm hoping everything works out for her. And her baby daddy is trash. If anybody's trash, it's him. I don't like the way he treats her. I don't like the way he talks to her, and all that. And for her to even feel like he might have to raise the baby, oh no, that's not.
Well, we know that ain't gonna happen. They're probably gonna be right with her mother.
Yeah, that would not be a good look. So yeah, you're right.
But to have some final words, Mace, what are your final words on the episode overall? Like, what are your final
British, thoughts? You are going to jail! No, wait. No. No, I hope everything works out with her, because she does have a young child. And if she does, come out of this unscathed, that she learns her lesson and she doesn't do it again. Jackie does not need to be dragging nobody to no dead destination. Jackie, I'm not going with you. Too bad. I think Jennifer, I hope that her and Jelani have a real relationship. Like Nola said, the way they look at each other and the way he looked at her, it seems to me that they do. Hopefully she'll get off the camera with him. I don't want to see him and her next season together if they are together.
True.
And Brooke, that man didn't want no baby with you. I hope everything works out. Women of a particular age, and you're not Janet Jackson, you need to just cut it out. Just stop. Your baby making days are behind you. You do not want to be the old senior citizen at the PTA meeting. It's not cute. Like, just don't You don't like, because right now I don't even want to take my kids certain places because I'm tired. I'm like, well, I'm sleepy. You know what I'm saying? So I know you don't want to be rocking a baby, taking the baby to kindergarten and doing all this stuff at 60 years old. But Brooke, just because we are well preserved women doesn't mean that our insides are not elderly. Because I may look youthful on the outside, but my insides are old. Like I barely could walk sometimes.
I'm getting old too. My knees be hurting sometimes.
I mean, I feel like women are having babies at what's considered advanced maternal age. I'm not gonna call them old, you know what I'm saying, but I will say it's advanced maternal age.
Fried egg?
Oh,
like a fried egg?
No, but you're gonna have a baby that look 90. You see all them women that have them babies at old ages, they come out with them old looking babies. And they sit there and expect for you to say them babies is cute. That's why I just don't say now. I'm like, oh, it's a baby.
That's not gonna cause the baby to look old. Y'all, that's a lot.
And when you have baby by old men,
they be old souls. Old souls not look old.
Them babies are mature. That's a mature age.
I don't see Jen having a baby. Like she's well beyond that time. Like
I see Jen reminds me of Kenya. I can see Jen having a baby.
Jen, like how old is Jen? Like Jen gotta.
I don't know, but
Jen is about 47, I think.
Yeah, she gotta
really?
Like, yeah, she's
I didn't know that.
She's up there.
I didn't know that.
Listen, here's what I have to say.
How old is Jennifer Williams from Basketball Wives?
I want to see the same way we saw Cynthia get her happy, her happy ending to tie her up on the show. I would like to see that for Jen. I would like to see Jen get married. We done seen Jen go through it. Why I would like to be a part and see her get her happy ending. That's number one.
Jen is 47.
I want to see what's going to happen with British in her case. I don't know. Y'all listen. I watch American Greed all the time, and I feel like she better capitalize off of this and go to American Greed with her own story and get them to pay her to tell her story. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So, but how would the story go? Like, well, what happened was when I got my first Social Security number. Like,
they listen. Have you ever watched American Greed? Baby, they take you through the whole scam from beginning to the end. I would like to see it. They get actresses to play the role and all of that. But I would like to see it. And I would like to see this Brandi Malaysia situation come to an end. Even if they can't salvage their friendship, I would just like to see them have an adult conversation. Nobody walking away. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? And say what it really is and get to the root of it. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see them do what grown people do, because 15 years of friendship to just walk away and not have a conversation about it at all. I think I think they both doing themselves an injustice. You know what I'm saying? You gonna hold one or two things: bitterness and anger, or hurt. Well, three things. You know what I'm saying? But bitterness and anger go hand in hand. Mm-hmm. You gonna hold it, or you gonna hold a hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Real quick, while you brought that up, how did you feel about Brandi thanking Jackie for being there for Malaysia, being that she doesn't have the wherewithal and capacity to do it?
That you can love somebody from a distance. You know that
exactly.
You love them, but thank you for being there for them, because I couldn't do it energy-wise. My energy was not there to do that. So thank you for doing that.
I feel like this. Brandi, although she's mad, although she's hurt, you don't, even if a friendship ends, if it was a true friendship, you gonna always have love for that person, and you don't want to see them going through it. And while I can't be the person to talk to you because I have to be at a distance, I can appreciate somebody being there for you and knowing that you're not alone. I can love you from a distance, and I'ma just be honest. Even in going through what I'm going through now, I have truly realized, like, it's some people, I love them, but they don't love me. I fool with them, but they don't fool with me. And I gotta let it go. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean I don't love them. I just can't give my energy and time to that. But if I know they was going through something, because I'm choosing to walk away, because I'm not going to continue to let you use me when you need me to be there for you. But when I'm down and out, you can't be there for me, not even a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Gotta
saying?
let that go.
I can no longer let you do me like that. But that doesn't mean when you're going through it that I don't want nobody to be there for you. That's being a true friend. Because you fell out with somebody don't mean you don't love them, don't mean you don't care about them. It just means I am choosing to walk away because you can't be there for me like I can be there for you. And one thing my mama always taught me, in this lifetime, when it come to friends, you be able to count on one hand how many real friends you have. And
Yep.
at the end of the day, a friendship, a relationship, whatever, it's a give and take. And when it gets to the point where you're just giving and giving
Taking,
and giving and take and the other person is taking
taking,
and
and
you are not
taking.
receiving nothing in return. And I don't mean monetary, meaning I can't call you and talk to you, which don't tell your business to everybody. But 15 years of friendship, you should have been a person that I can call and come to. You know what I'm saying? You got to let it go. And at the end of the day, if 15 years of friendship, you can't tell me Malaysia ain't know that girl daddy died. And I don't care if I ain't talked to you in
Yeah.
3 years. Will Brandy have got a phone call from me? No. Will Brandy have got a text from me? No. You know why? Because I would have pulled up. I
Right.
don't care. I would have
Mm-hmm.
pulled up because that's the type of person I am. But when you're not genuine in your heart like that, you can't understand it. And people like that, you got to let go. You can love them and care about them, but you gotta let it go for
Yep.
your
So you
own sake and your own peace. Cause don't keep hurting and punishing yourself behind somebody who don't care about you and give a damn about you.
Well said, Nola. Now that was a word.
that was a word.
But before we close, I do
You
want to
will
end
find
it.
out who your friends are when you're in trouble and in distress and going through things. You will definitely. It's a testament of who's there for you and who's not.
I think
Yeah,
Brandy
oh my God,
has
I
said
can't imagine being in that place with any of my friends that are in my life right now. That girl, that place just took me to a place that made me sad.
it
Like,
happens. It's a
I
part of
can't
life.
imagine that now one of my friends going through what the thing, my father, their parent dying. Like one of my best friends, she lost her only child, her only son.
Mm-mm.
I can't imagine not talking to her for 3 years. Like I can't imagine not being able to be a part of her life for the rest of my life. Like, oh girl.
Yeah.
Man, in the words of Mo3, everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your partner. Everybody ain't no
Phew.
real nigga. If I say I got you, I got you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth. You gotta weed
It
out
is, but
who's
I
really
just
there
can't
for you and who's not.
imagine. Like Malaysia, you faked all that time, and that girl thought like that's what I go to. Like, bitch, was you really her? Like, Brandy was your
No.
friend. Like, Brandy is really hurt.
Yeah,
Like,
but no,
Brandy is
because
hurt. Like,
Brandy realizing that she never was her friend because, like Nola said,
right?
when you have a friend for 15 years, even if you haven't spoken for a couple of years or whatever, but once that was your
Thank
friend and
you.
something tragic like that happened, parent, especially when you were close to your parent and that person knows, she should have pulled up, or at the least called, or not even
I'm
pretend
saying
Something.
all
that
of
you know.
that.
Go to
That's what I
Hallmark and get
mean.
a
That's what I
card.
mean.
Send a
So that means
card.
that
Go take it
Malaysia
old
is a
school.
fake person.
Something.
That's
Do
like
something.
Malaya is really a liar. Like that girl thought you was her friend. You ain't shit. Cause this girl, Brandy is
And
really hurt.
let me
Like
just say this.
Brandy, every scene hurt.
Let me just
Don't say
say
her
this.
name, cause Brandy is hurt.
This situation is a real life situation that I went through. I had a friend, you know what I'm saying? We don't talk like that no more. We don't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? But
Damn, I can't imagine it.
we were friends for years. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then I call her and check on her just because who I am. But understand this. If I don't reach out, I don't hear from her. But I promise you this, when her mama died, not only did I go to New Orleans to be there for her, I spoke at the funeral on her mama. Because that's what a real person would do, regardless of what y'all went through. So Malaysia is shit, and it doesn't show anything about Brandy. It shows about Malaysia's character. Because
Yep.
if the situations was reversed, I don't believe that Brandy wouldn't have been there for her. I don't
Right.
believe that.
And that's not about a friend. That's about your character. I'm glad you said that because that's definitely a character flaw. Because if
That's what
you,
she told
Character
her.
yeah,
flaw.
Isn't that what Brandy told
yeah,
her?
because that's
She told
definitely
her her character was
Jesus.
flawed.
That's what
that's
That's
she
who
exactly
you
what
said.
she
It's
told
are
her.
character
at
flaw.
your core.
Hmm. That should have been telltale
I
sign.
couldn't
Malaysia.
imagine that. I cannot
But the real
imagine
about this is,
that with my
as much
friend.
as I want them to
Like,
have a conversation,
my
Lil
friend
Black,
came to my
they'll never.
mother's funeral and her
They,
son died like 8 days before my mother died. And she was at my mother's funeral and I did not expect her to come to my mother's funeral. That's how close we are. Like she got the strength because I would have still been in the crazy war losing my only child.
Right.
Oh,
But
okay.
this friend sees us. I tell her every day, all the time. Whenever we talk, if we go without talking, she is one of the strongest people I know. I swear she is, and I can't imagine
listen,
having her
the
friendship and
the
us not
the
catching
truth
up.
about it is, you
Yeah.
can only fix something with somebody who want to be fixed. This issue can't be fixed because Malaysia is looking to be the victim. She's not looking to hear the other side of it. And yeah, you might have been hurt about some things,
Exactly.
but you gotta sit and listen and acknowledge your part in where things fell apart. I'm not saying it's all Lil Black Box fault. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't truly know what the deal was of why the friendship fell apart for them to not talk 3 years. But in 3 years, you can't have a conversation to settle it by yourself. And Malaysia wants to be the victim and not own up to her part
Yeah, she's
in the
being a victim all the way
situation.
around. I mean, she's already doing it with Gennaro with the child support thing. Because I'm like, okay, you was doing okay, or you got your own thing going on, and you every time we look up, you talk about child support, like, but you was living okay. You was living in a high rise. You have other businesses, or you have your own thing going on. If he a deadbeat dad, let his ass be a deadbeat dad, and stop making that your storyline, because you're beating that to death.
Yeah, because
First
Let
those
of
that
people
all,
go.
did be
Cutie,
live.
you live in California. The cost of living is high out there.
Oh,
So
you know I know.
you was able to afford a high rise in California and a
Mm-hmm.
big ass house in Georgia. That's not giving struggle tease. You know what I'm saying? And here's my
Mm-hmm. At
problem that
all.
I have with everybody on this show. Don't give me struggle tease when you living better than the average.
Give it
Yeah.
to
You
her.
living better than the average. You know what I'm saying? So I can't buy your struggle tea story. I can't buy it. Like I was saying on Deb channel, and I said on one of my videos, it done been times that I was in my room crying because I didn't know if I was gonna have the money to meet my bills. You know what I'm saying? It was times where the only food I had in my house was food for my children to eat, and I went to bed hungry. So until you have struggle teas like this, that's not struggle teas because you can't buy the next Birkin.
Right.
That
That's not
I had to
struggle.
come back real
that is
quick
not at
because
all.
listen, I had to come back real quick because I had the vindication of Brandy. So I wanted to come back real quick because this is what I've been saying the entire time. Malaysia is fake and I don't like it. You don't have a 15-year relationship with somebody and then 3 years has passed and then I don't know you. It doesn't make sense. Tell us why you don't know her, period. And to me, the way that Malaysia is operating, get your ass up off the show because you've been on for 11 years.
Right.
You need
Not
a
the
break.
wig. Don't do it, Shady.
You
Don't.
need a break. And that wig, y'all said it's that wig. That's when she was lying right here, period. Malaysia, to me, I don't like this Malaysia. She said on that show and still told Jackie to her face, if I was dying, I would not call you, I would call Brandy. So what changed during that time? Tell us what happened. And until then, I'm gonna stick with the same stuff that I think. Why are you lying to us on national television? What happened in between those times? You screwed that girl over.
She really did. And on top of that, I'm with Ram Ricardo. Why are you whispering all the time? Why are you talking like you don't have no bass in your voice, like you're not from Compton or from California or from LA? Because
Yeah, why are you
we talk,
whispering, girl?
we say everything with our at least
Yes, babe,
we
she
say it with
did.
our chest. So why are you all starting? Because I'm going through stuff, and even when she was talking to Zell, I mean, remember she was all crying. It's like the whole thing was like, who is this? Who
But
are
the
you?
thing is that Malaysia, Gennaro has those kids more than Malaysia has those kids. Malaysia ain't no struggling mother like she's portraying on the show. So stop bringing us this and give us the reality and stop faking it for us. Period. We confused like this face on this picture. What is the real issue with you?
Right. And
It's
she's trying to
given.
sit there and look like or
Sorry,
be
y'all.
rude.
That
Like,
chin is
you
given.
know, We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on my wig.
And we didn't put that wig on. You put that wig on when you was confused about who you are. Why?
But I told you what that wig came to do. That wig came to
You did. That was the best thing you ever said, because I'm like, when you said that,
the best thing she ever
said. Malaysia is a fraud, she's a fake, and until she explains to us why she don't know Brandi after she been friends with her for 15 years and 3 years past, I don't give a damn how long I've been friends with you. I don't give a damn about the break. I've known you for 15 years, and 3 years makes a difference. No, girl, I didn't know why you don't know me.
That math ain't mathing.
It ain't no
that math ain't mathing.
But wait, it ain't no single mother thing, because she been a single mother for 10 years. So give me another story, because it ain't no single mother problem. Malaysia, what is the issue? And the issue is that she sold Brandi's soul. Say what y'all want to say. She sold Brandi to the show to be friends with Evelyn and Tammy and them, because when that happened, Malaysia and Jackie were trying to decide what they were going to do. They chose Tammy and Evelyn over Brandi, and that's the issue. That's the real issue. When it come out,
that's how it went.
I heard it from So Dead first. That's the main issue. Is that they stopped fucking with her because of that show, because they had to make a decision, because she gonna say, well, nobody want to film with her. Well, Jackie and Malaysia was filming with Brandi, so why y'all stop filming with her? Malaysia set Brandi up.
They say you Confucius.
That's the name of the wig?
They said that. I think she said So Deb is Confucius.
Oh, I thought that she was calling the wig Confucius. I was like,
that's what I thought she was saying too. The wig is Confucius.
You know, they got names.
Very clear on the fact that Malaysia is Confucius.
You know, like the Mary, the wigs. That's
Listen, that's a good one.
I 100%.
Because I'm very clear on what happened. Because if you go back to the history of this show, you can watch that Malaysia and Jackie filmed with Brandi the entire time. They were so confused when they told that when Jackie and Malaysia had a conversation, and Jackie told her that she was a +1. She said, I am not a +1, I am the one. Jackie was like, well, really, you were a +1. But she sat in the car and let her go on this conversation. Malaysia was never wanted around. So then she sold her soul to the show with these girls because she wanted to be a part of the group.
I get that. Wow. Remember, Chris had did that too. Kristen had did that with against Cece. But Cece was smart enough to get up out of there.
Now here's my thing.
Cece, like, you ain't got to. She was acting like when Tina Turner and Ike was down to the restaurant and he smashed the cake. You only got to hit me once. I'm out of here.
That's the Angela Bassett thing.
No, my God, no, not that Keke Palmer with the teeth.
I love Keke.
Yes,
I love Keke.
And that was crazy. That was too funny. I don't want you, Joe. And
that's the truth. She ain't lying.
Here's the truth, and I'm about to make my brother so happy. You know what I'm saying? Brandi was 100% right when she says a character flaw.
There's a character flaw.
Now y'all know we all just met. We're all building our friendship and building our bond. I'm a firm believer in life be life, and we all grown. Some of us have kids, the rest of us have jobs and responsibilities. But understand, if it's been 2-3 weeks and I ain't heard in our chat, send a text message and say, hey, I'm just checking in on you. So 3 years? 3 years?
Yeah, 3 years.
If I say something,
that's what she knew.
Somebody's holding a grudge. That was grudge holding right there.
Something happened.
But you also know when she told Malaysia to put them eyebrows down, she knew who that girl was. She knew that girl's. She know all of her mannerism and everything. So don't come to me saying I don't know you. She knows you very well. Brandi and Malaysia. Brandi knows Malaysia. Malaysia might change to a different person because she's.
They was the same person. They used to act exact same.
Quisha confused with Malaysia.
Like Quisha and Malaysia and Malaysia is two different people. That's true. And Brandi has been saying that. She said, "I don't know Malaysia. I know like Quisha." That's what she said, and that's true.
She did say that.
That's true.
That's true because they used to be cackling in the corner talking about folk, actually talking about Evelyn, like they were their own little clique.
Brandi said that you know, we have a behind the scenes. We talked behind the scenes about these girls. She said
that's
that.
what I've seen it. I've seen it.
I'm blaming the Jack. I thought you was talking about he was Confucius. I don't know. I'm sorry.
I knew it wasn't about what I was saying.
Shady, step away from the drinks. Stay away from the drinks.
Shady is getting sleepy. It's past his bedtime.
It's a combination.
It is Friday.
Brandy came onto this show and Brandy's dropping facts. Y'all gotta listen to the facts that Brandy is dropping and stop trying to hate on what she's saying because Brandy knows
I don't have to listen. I watched them. We seen what their friendship was and what it consisted of, and how when she got fired, Malaysia was like, because I tell you what, if that was my good girlfriend and Shawnee said what she said, and I got up and left, if my girlfriend didn't get up and leave with me, we ain't about to be girlfriends no more.
But you know what? I think it's a combination of things as well too. Because I don't think Brandy
hold on. That's not even it because when it happened, Brandy was on for 2 seasons after that. So that's not even what happened. What happened was when they started making the division between the LA girls, because to be honest, had Jackie and Malaysia been real friends and stood up for LA, Shawnee and Tammy and them could never take over that franchise.
Brandy. I'm not even gonna get on the Malaysia hate train and act like she did it.
No, I'm not about the hate train. I'm saying if Jackie and Malaysia and Brandy would have stood on like what Brandy was trying to do was stand on the LA train, then they could have kept the show. Miami got canceled. To be honest,
they jumped on the LA.
LA got canceled. They came over there, and then when Tammy said, Brandy said her
because of Tammy.
What?
Willie and Keisha and that
and Evelyn because she's at the bottom at Kenya.
True.
I forgot.
They got canceled because of that. They had one other season when they brought that other girl, Tasha Marbury, on. Listen, So Deb knows because I watch Faithfully
He's
every
the resident
night.
basketball wife.
I watch every night. I know. But they got canceled, and they were trying to bring it back when they brought Tasha Marbury on. Then she started making jokes about Evelyn being headbutted. It wasn't funny. So they canceled the whole thing. Then 2 years later, they come over to LA. It was Shawnee come on first. She was testing it out. Then she brought on Tammy. Well, she brought on Tammy and Evelyn, but Tammy was one who they brought on the show. Because remember, Evelyn and Tammy both came on her with that season.
Right, and Jennifer did not come on.
Because she was like, they were talking about Drea, and she was like, well, Drea is, she's running shit. Why is Drea running stuff? They below Drea. Tammy said that out of her own mouth. Evelyn said, that's weird. They didn't know that Drea had that much power. They came in to destroy that cast. The reality was they were doing fine without them. And when Brandy brought it up, Brandy was pointing out facts. When she called Tammy a thirsty sugar mom because she's on every reality show, which was facts. It was facts. And then when she said that she came to save her job, your job was already canceled, boo. So how you come to save my job when your show was already canceled? Brandy was pointing out facts. They didn't like that part. Brandy and Malaysia gassed her up for all this stuff, but the reality was Brandy was telling the truth. That's why they got rid of her.
I think Malaysia is a combination of things. I think Malaysia was a little bit jealous that Brandy's lifestyle didn't change. Brandy was going through, Brandy lost the she wasn't on Basketball Wives, but her lifestyle didn't change. Malaysia got divorced and her wigs changed. Like Malaysia,
her whole life changed.
Yeah, her whole life changed, and I think there's a little bit of jealousy there too.
What I'm trying to say is you can't go to your supervisor and call them a bitch and expect everything as
shady. When she did call her a bitch, she was on for 2 seasons after that. So you can do that.
Because of contracts.
You can.
Because of contracts.
Well,
I mean, it is what it is.
But she got her off though. She got her off.
But Shawnee said that she wanted Brandy back season after that.
That's what
it wasn't the right time, and the reason was because of Tammy Roman.
We going by what Shawnee said.
Listen.
The reason was because of Tammy. Period.
Listen, I'ma say this, Shady, as a person who don't give a damn about a job. I'm just being real. I don't give a damn about a job. Disrespect begets disrespect. I don't care what title you hold. You gonna respect me. And my motto have always been the same way I got this job is the same way I'm gonna get another one. And in that moment, Shawnee was being a bitch, and we can't say that she ain't a bitch.
Yep.
Right.
If you being a bitch, that's what it is. And that's why a lot of managers, supervisors, EPs, whatever you want to call it, regular world or TV world, do what they do because they feel like can't nobody stand on it. And that was one
Right.
moment I was proud of Brandy. Like, see what you said. She said it with her chest and she ain't back down.
She
You
didn't
can't take
stand
it
up.
And
back.
until
She
people
doubled back a little bit, and she was
No,
like,
she did. She
until
never took it back. She never took it back.
until
Yeah, I don't
people
think she took it back.
listen, if you let somebody walk over you, they're gonna keep walking over you. Point
Right.
blank, period. You better put your foot down. And I was here
Mhm.
for it. Cause in that moment, that's what it is. Cause Shawnee played that EP role like, thank you for your services, whatever. Cause she got called out on her shit. You can't
True.
have it both ways. Either you gonna be the EP or you gonna be a
Be a
cast member.
cast member.
And in this moment,
Mhm.
you was a cast member, not
Okay.
the
Mhm.
EP. So therefore, the same way you come run your mouth to me is the same way I'm gonna run my mouth to you. Don't run
All
your
of
mouth
that.
to me, and then when I get the clapping back on your ass, now you want to throw your title around, girl. You and
Absolutely.
your
Mhm.
title. Like I
That's
say,
Mhm.
true.
she is the
Speak,
last
sis.
lady.
Speak,
That's
sis.
exactly what it was. Same thing with Mariah. Like how Mariah's
That's the
not on the
same
show, but
way.
she
That's the
with
same way when you get
Quad and
cool
all
with
that.
your supervisor, which I don't
No, but Mariah has
suggest
a
doing.
different.
That's the
Mariah
same
has a
way when
different
you get
situation.
cool
She
with
Yeah,
your
owns
that's
that.
supervisor and y'all
true.
go out for drinks at work after work, and then y'all having real life conversation and you give your real life opinion. Now you want to bring it back to I'm your supervisor. Man, please, you
Right.
not my supervisor in this moment.
You a cast member, bitch, and you a bitch. Period. That's what it was. And don't if you want to be a part of the cast and be a bitch, then don't be a part of the cast. Brandy said what Malaysia made her to say. Period. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Y'all go back and watch it. Y'all go back and
At the
watch it.
end of the day,
Malaysia baited Brandy, said all that stuff. And when Brandy said it, Brandy felt that way. That's why she said it, because it was true. It was facts. Shawnee was being a bitch to them. She said they had no substance. They were kiddie. She was not respecting none of them. So she had every right to say that.
Mhm.
That's true because Shawnee was bullying, and like she was the queen of the mean
Her
girls.
and Tammy was.
Yeah, she was the queen of the mean girls, and Brandy did
Really?
stand up and say what Malaysia couldn't.
Really quickly before we close out, I do want to add Thick Girl and Ranting, who've been trying to get back on and share their last and final thoughts. What are your
Yo, we not about to leave this. It ain't about to be over yet. I'm gonna tell you that now.
So, what are your
All I
thoughts
wanted to say is, remember earlier when I said I couldn't imagine talking to my friends that I've known all these years? I can't imagine talking to y'all because y'all know we be on the daily hit, whether it's a video or a quick message or something funny, whatever it is, we keep in touch. So I can't even imagine not talking to y'all no more. So yeah, Brandy was fucked up.
Yeah.
See?
And now,
Here we go.
and
Here we
being
go. Here we go.
backstage, all that back there, I felt like I know how Brandy feels now, and I don't like it.
Shady, that's your fault.
Don't leave
That's
Thick Girl
Shady fault.
backstage.
That's Shady's fault.
I felt like you ain't want me to be a part of the family no more.
Do not
I
leave
felt
Thick
lonely
Girl
back there. I was like,
backstage.
don't
We
even
will
love
not.
me.
I was trying to let people get through their moment without
Yeah, we will not leave Thick Girl backstage.
I did appreciate the fact that we was able to get our views about Brandy first before they came up, because I already know where they going.
I wasn't even gonna say. I said I sympathize with Brandy this time.
Right.
See, you
Speaking of Thick
always.
Girl, real quick.
I know you said that
get your
today.
glass, and y'all get your glasses because I keep my
Thank you,
glass.
sister.
Nice.
Here, and it is lovely. I love it.
was
Yes.
Y'all gotta stop counting my girl Brandy out. Period.
Talk and get this.
We understand her now because Malaysia after Nola just preached that
Call her
word.
by her name, like Quisha.
Malaya.
Malaysia.
I understand Brandy now because Sister Nola just gave a whole word. I felt like I was on her mama channel and not her channel this time.
Call
I
her
felt
by
like
her
Mama
name.
Nola was talking.
I like Brandy. I just didn't like when she was trying to like suck up to Malaysia and worried about why she's not speaking to her and stuff like that. I wanted like,
But you gotta also understand a friendship from someone. That's my thing. Like y'all, like to me,
she
I
wasn't
get it
sucking
because
up. That was her
I've been in
friend.
that situation with a friend. You want to understand why this didn't work out. What happened? If you have a friend like Malaysia, it's the worst person to try to figure this out because she's never going to tell you the real reason.
Yeah.
But Brandy doesn't understand that. And I've been through this before. That's why I sympathize with her so much, because I've been here before. That's why I can't stand Malaysia, because Don't say, well, I don't know you. We don't know each other. Girl, we do know each other. That's why I can tell you, put your eyebrows down. That's why I can tell you, you good, girl. I know you well enough to know all these things, but I don't know you. Girl, get out my face.
Exactly. And here's the thing. When you cool with somebody on a level of a 15-year friendship,
right?
You can't handle me the same way you handle somebody that you've been friends for 3 months with. You can't handle me like that.
Come on.
We supposed to be better than that. And Brandi ain't wrong for expecting that they was better than that and that she should be able to talk to her.
Thank
you know what I'm saying? I just was like, oh, it just bothered me. I did not like the way Malaysia was treating her. But I didn't like that. And then
it's rude.
I care so much so I don't care. Like, I'm the type of friend that cares so much so I don't care. Like, even if I see y'all, like, I have to see you post something. Nola, like, I got to see Shady. I know Shady post something in the morning. If Shady don't post nothing in the morning, I'm be to the DM like, hey, you know, what's up? Because I'm used to seeing y'all. Even, like, the people that's in the chat that follow me on Instagram, I'll see if they're posting. If they're not posting, I kind of worry. So I care so much so I can't care. So I'll get too wrapped up and I'll worry too much. Like, oh, my God, what happened to them, you know?
Well, but, that's all I've ever been saying, y'all. So I'm good now.
Yeah,
no, but not only that, but Malaysia was being. We all can tell Malaysia was even being messy when she bought Zell. Y'all know she bought Zell.
We know that,
knowing
absolutely
that Brandi that right. Hope that when she did that, I was happy that Brandi stood up to her. I was hoping she would touch her.
Brandi knew because I was like, we didn't know. I swear she did.
Because Zell was talking mad trash about Jennifer. Look, we already knew that.
Yes,
you don't like Jennifer, and you sit around. You sit around like you're her friend right now. Where was the part when y'all made to become friends again? We never even seen that. So why are you sitting with her and why y'all friends? Like, we want to know why Malaysia and Jennifer are cool. Because the last 3 seasons, exactly. you can't be around her.
And then here's the thing
on the table at the child.
Here's the thing too.
That's what I'm saying. You a table to me, and then every year after that, you can't even be around me. You want to talk to me, you can't deal with me. But all of a sudden, when my best friend come back around, who's not my best friend no more, now you can sit next to me and then be cool with me. No, I need to know. I need the backstory.
And here's the thing about Malaysia bringing Zell, right? I feel like it was on some messy stuff because as adults,
well, it was messy stuff. Don't you have to feel like it was messy stuff?
Listen, as adults, you know, you can be friends with this group of people and you could be friends with this group of people and they don't mix. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that you have no love lost, no disrespect for either one of them, but they just don't mix, and they don't even have to be on no beef stuff. It's just certain personalities clash. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I have certain friends that, yeah, if we get together, we go and do this. But I'm not going to invite this other friend to come hang out with me and these friends because that's not what it is. Mm-hmm. She knows she old enough to know that. She old enough to know that.
But Nola, she knew before she brought Zell because
right. That's why I'm saying it was on some messy stuff.
Like, ain't nothing. She knew what she was doing, and that's why Brandi called out. When you got a real best friend that's on that thing, your best friend will call you out multiple times. I
think she forgot that Brandi knew her. I think she forgot because she was faking with Brandi. She was faking a friendship with Brandi.
She didn't forget that Zell ran Jennifer down on the internet, though.
Listen,
but you know she forget when she needs to forget. Only when she needs to. Yes, babe.
She didn't forget, my love. Let me tell you something.
She did not forget.
I think she pretends to forget. I know she didn't forget, but she tried to make us believe that she forgot.
But she gonna look confused. She'll look up and give you that jaw.
Here's the thing: the same way we saying that Brandi no little black box for her character and for her works because of how long they've been friends. Believe you me, it goes both ways. And what she counted on was the fact that she knew that Brandi is a loyal type person, and she didn't think Brandi was fed up to the point where she was going to expose her. So she thought she was going to be able to get away with it.
Thought she was going to manipulate it. She's going to manipulate the situation. Yep, that's what she thought. But Brandi grew a backbone when she had that baby, when she had her little kid.
And
she could, before that though, she stuck up for herself before.
Speak on it.
I can say that for a fact because I just went through with somebody. We were real close, you know what I'm saying? And they had crossed the line several times. But because of the love I had for them, I let it slide. I let it slide to the point where I got let it slide. And now every time you want to say some slick stuff, I'm checking you on it. But matter of fact, I don't even gotta check you on it no more because I look at my phone when you call it and I let it ring.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I put it on, I let it ring because I'm not even about to deal with you. But anytime when you become that person, because you can love a person so much and you know their character flaws, so you accept their character flaws, you feel me? So you let it slide because you don't want to go off on them the way that you would really go off on them because of the love that you have for them. You know what I'm saying? So you don't say nothing, you let it go. But I had got to the point where I was so tired of checking you about your stuff and you want to keep coming and then you acting with me like as if I'm wrong. I say, you know what? I'ma stop answering my phone when you call because now I done got to the point where if you come at me slick again, because you know the love that I have for you, I'm gonna make it to the point where you hate me because I'm not only gonna drag you, I'm about to drag your whole
That
family
part.
tree because all y'all fucked up and all y'all flawed. So to keep me for the love I have for you, I'd rather you feel like I'm acting funny by not answering your calls than to have to go there with you. Sometimes you gotta let a person feel like you acting funny when you in that mode where I'ma take it to a point where it's gonna be a point of no return. You gotta just not answer your phone. You know what
Because
I'm
I'm
saying?
gonna
You
tell you,
gotta just not
I'm gonna
answer
tell
your
y'all
phone.
this. Y'all think that the thing that with Malaysia and Brandy was that Malaysia kept her job. The thing is that Malaysia gaslighted Brandy so much during those seasons she was on with them that she made Brandy be her mouthpiece the entire time, and that's Brandy's fault. I can agree with that part. But when it came down to when she
You
turned and
said
said,
that earlier, yes.
And you know what?
I can't do it. I'm about to go to the show." That's why Brandy's mad at her because Malaysia gaslighted her so much. Go back and watch the show when they were sitting on that beach with Tammy and when Tammy and Shawnee. Malaysia's the one who started that fight with them. When
Yeah.
they were when they were on the show, when she told Shawnee she was a bitch, Malaysia started that. All of it was because of Malaysia. So you got to go back and watch it because Malaysia gaslighted all that shit.
And
Yeah,
guess
she
what?
did. And Brandy is a friend that goes hard for her friends.
Yes.
So
This is
Yes.
Brandy
not the
went like
She was a real friend to Malaysia. And
she
then when
went real hard. And Malaysia, when
Malaysia
she went
switched up
hard
on
and
her.
stuff started explode, Malaysia sat back and was like,
Well,
but
they're
guess
not
what?
mad at me. They mad at you, girl. That's what she
This is
did.
yeah, she sat
this
back
is
with her
the
jaw and
first.
was
This
like,
is not
But
the.
she did bring Brandy on when they told her not to, and I feel like that was a good gesture.
You did what?
No, Lord, you preached tonight, girl.
This
The
is
what
not
she
the
did?
first time we've seen it. When you look at the demise of Kimbella and Yandy's situation, it's
Yep.
because Yandy did the same exact thing
Yep, she
Yes,
to
it
sure
Kimbella.
was.
did. She
Yes, it
sure
was. Now
did.
that's why I don't
You know
like
what I'm
Yandy.
saying?
I don't.
I do
Oh,
not
I
like
agree.
Yandy.
Listen, she did
I
that
do like
same.
Yandy though. I ain't gonna lie. I do like Yandy.
Listen,
I do not
listen,
like
but
I don't
Yandy.
like
like
Yandy. I
you
don't like
like
the way
her.
she acting with them
Listen,
stepkids'
I
mama.
don't like
I feel
Kimberly.
I
like
didn't like
she
the
either.
way she did with
listen.
Juju. I didn't like how she did
Wait,
Juju when they was in the
listen to
islands
what.
and
I
she
don't like
went
how
that
she did
Listen.
tour.
Juju.
Listen to what I'm saying, though. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. Yandy is Lil Black Box,
Yep.
Yep, that's
and
true. That's true.
Kimbella is Brandy. When you
That's
have a
true.
friend that you know gonna ride, like some of us, they play that possum role with their friends, meaning I know I can't say this, but if I express this to my friend, she gonna ride with me 10 toes down, and then I can step away and act like I ain't did it. She
She
did it,
did
Yep.
and
nothing.
that's
Yeah,
exactly what Yandy did to Kimbella.
Yandy was not
that's
a
true.
Kimbella friend
you
at
you you
all.
find you find that friend that's like I'm that friend. That's why certain situations when my friends go through, I'll be like, don't tell me because you know what I'm gonna do. You
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
know what I'm gonna do and you know what I'm gonna say, and you might want to get back friends with that person, but I'm gonna always be looking like if they a snake
And
in
your
the
real
grass.
friend wouldn't put you in no situation like that. That's some
True.
bullshit.
That's true. That's true.
No, but I
She
don't
never
know
really
friends
cared
that
about
be
her like
having
that.
like these reality show friends. I don't know people
I
like
got
that
to
in my
leave real
real
quick. My
life.
daughter's not feeling well.
Okay,
Oh, it's
Okay,
okay.
well we
Pace,
about
we
to end
got
it
to close
anyway.
it a little bit
But
anyway.
no,
All
I
right,
just want to tell
everybody,
you,
y'all have a good night. Thank y'all. And thank you again, Chris Maxwell, for holding it down in the chat. Thank y'all for
Good
coming up.
night.
love you, Mason. I hope she feel
Good
better.
night,
Let us know in the
everyone.
DMs if she
All
feel
right, I
better.
will.
But no, I just wanted to say you preached tonight, girl. You
You
gave us
did.
a word, child. I
I
was
think
back there like,
everybody is
child.
making.
And thank you for standing up for my girl Brandy.
You welcome. I mean, but
Oh,
I got y'all know me. I'm equal opportunity. I will drag everybody
exactly.
just like I call the situation for what it is.
Mhm.
People don't
Yeah, I
be
thought we
wanting
was
to
on
listen to
Mama
me all
Channel.
the time, but I'm always on the right side, and the right side has always been Brandy for me because I watched this disaster happen. And I don't care what people say. Like, I'm not gonna say I love Malaysia. I love her on the show. But when it comes down to this friendship, when they breaking up, I'm like, well, girl, you never said nothing that made sense to me.
Mommy type it in.
So unless you say something that makes sense, I'm standing with Brandy. Period.
Thanks for coming, CC. We about to close the doors to the church.
Yeah,
Nah.
mine's
Brother,
about to die too, sis.
I want to thank everybody who's been on here late night. We need to do a nightcap video, a late night video, so we're gonna work that out. But thank you to everybody who came on with us, ranting, Big Girl, Nola, Mace, So Deb. Thank y'all for
I need to do
joining.
one of these on my channel when y'all ain't got nothing to do and y'all feel like being up on the late night to give me some
Bring me
hours.
on. I'm coming over.
Shoot, I be asleep. Y'all, I go to bed. Like I
Me,
be,
Nola, and Deb be in these streets.
I don't be in the streets like that.
And
I'm gonna
shut
try.
down.
I'm gonna try to be this
Yeah,
week.
shout out.
I'm gonna try to be this weekend, but
Him and
no,
Candy be in the bed.
no, me and
I will be asleep too unless it's something
You and
like
Candy
I'm
shop
yeah, we be
on
asleep.
another channel.
oh, I don't. Okay, I don't know who Candy Shop
Y'all
is.
two be sleep. Y'all be like, gotta go to work tomorrow.
We
No.
having a show. We have a show every week. We be like, you
We
want to do
need
it?
to
I want to do it.
recharge.
No, I'm good.
I'm a type of person. I need to recharge. Like,
Cool.
so I need to go ahead and go to sleep. But I want to thank everybody who joined us tonight. We're going to be on Yola's channels next week. I want to. Does anybody have anything that they want to say before we close out? I think we had. I think we had a lot of topics tonight. We touched on a lot of different topics, and
I'm
I
just happy
think
that my girl Brandy was vindicated tonight. That's all.
she was slightly vindicated, but not all of her actions.
Slightly.
Yeah, not all of her antics are forgiven.
Some of her
I thought she
actions
was
were
very
off the
vindicated.
chain,
That's
but
all I
it
got to
doesn't
say.
excuse all of her
Well,
behavior.
my
But
girl Tammy is though.
Tammy
I
was a
vindicated
bully.
Tammy today, so I can't lie on that. I did
Tammy
do
was a
that.
bully, but we will be back next week. It seems like it's gonna get good with the whole lawsuit. We're gonna see what's going on with that. I want to see her go in jail. I want to see her do her first 60 days. Like that's what I want to see.
British better go get back with Renzo.
That man is
Jackie,
fine.
get
Give a
y'all.
good blowjob or two.
Get back cool with your baby
I'll
dad.
blow
That's
on
why
for
you gotta
her.
be cool with your baby dad in case you do first. Now,
You
now,
play too much, so did.
but y'all have a good night. I
Don't
was
think I didn't hear that.
Night, everybody.
good night,
All
y'all.
right, y'all. Love y'all. Y'all be safe. So did can't stop laughing.
Hey guys, hope you're having a good time. By the way, don't forget, hit that like button. And if you're liking, you might as well subscribe. And drop a comment below. Come on guys, let's get into it.